to see you. Good to see you in good health as well.
Where is the remains of Filbert?
You know me. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Filbert died. You don't know this. I'm asking, like, Colin.
Okay, I didn't know if you were saying it out loud.
No.
Yeah. So Dorhan just, oh, of course. And he reaches in and he brills out. So this just kind of piled, kind of like dried up vines. It's still kind of solid. He's like, I'm sorry, but I found Filbert. Whatever happened with how you brought everything back or healed things seems to have been reversed, but perhaps we should lay him where he most like to be. And he gestures over to your mouth.
Oh.
It's so weird.
Oh. Your leg and Filbert. All this to bring me back, I feel like it. I don't like trading lives. I don't know if this was worth it.
Oh, it's okay. Doran's leg wasn't sentient.
Yeah, and it was a workout to drag you around, so I guess I'm all right.
Fair enough.
And Filbert wasn't alive to begin with, so...
Well, he was very much alive for me. Just like Gunner. Where is Gunner?
Well, it's not, he's not around anymore.
Did he run away?
I'm gonna put Filbert in my mouth while I'm...
Okay. Yeah, Dorhan just slides him in there.
Yeah.
Where did he go?
When we lost you originally on the lift, I tried anything to get you working again and put things back together. Disassembled Gunner, thinking that maybe his parts could fix you, but they didn't.
And he's just gone? You couldn't put him back together?
I wasn't able to reassemble him in the same way. And
Oh no.
And I'm just gonna kind of like sit off the edge, and I'm just gonna push my way out of the room and walk outside.
Okay.
I'm asking as me, not as Darius. Did I lose my pulse?
No. Is it not in your... Yeah, no, you did.
No, I just, because if it undid, that was part of what I got from that, right? So I just wanted to double check.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so you guys see Atlas leave the room. Jonas quickly runs over and starts looking at what Felix was working on before Atlas came back. Starts kind of toying around with the blacksmith's legs, trying to configure it in a way that would attach to Dorhan.
I'm going to slowly go out to Atlas. I want to give him his flower. But, like, I'm going to, like, cautiously approach to see that he's okay.
Okay, you do so. He seems to be rummaging in a tent outside.
Just kind of sitting, flipping through some, like slowly, like picking through anything that's on the ground.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Darius.
Hey, sorry to bother you. I know this is a lot to process. I know processing's your thing.
Yeah. It's just, my thing is helping people, and I feel like my life has caused harm to others.
No. You know what, dude? Your loss of life caused a lot of harm. And that's why we all did what we did to try and bring you back.
I know, but Filbert and Dorhan's leg, and I know how much Felix loved Gunner. Like, it was his greatest creation, and for what?
Did you see the armor he's wearing?
Yeah, it was pretty.
Gunner and him are now one.
Oh. Okay.
Anyway.
I feel like my purpose is to help everyone, and I just seem to be kind of a burden.
You're not a burden. And there's lots of time for you to help people still. We still have a lot to do.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah, we do. We gotta... What's happened since I've been gone?
Well, since you've been gone, not a lot. Since you've been gone, we've really just we tried to bring you back. The room. Do you remember the spheres?
Yeah. Oh yes. Oh no.
What's that person's name?
Seraph.
Yeah.
Oh no, Seraph! Seraph's in danger.
What?
She's, yeah, I was, before I came back, I was in a field and then I couldn't talk and then I was slowly getting annoyed by all the clicking on the keyboard.
I'm
Luke.
trying to.
I'm sorry, I don't, sorry, my programming is just all over the place. I mean, getting annoyed by the clicking of the lightning all around me, and then I looked behind me, and Seraph was there, and she told me to run, and then she rushed off to fight off these orbs and giant.
Ice golems?
The golems had come up, earth golems had come up beside her and were charging with her towards the orbs.
Right.
And then these earth golems came out of nowhere, and they were just all charging for the orbs, and I tried to ask her a question, and she told me to run, and when I ran and got back to my body, I was here. But she's still back there, and she said, what did she say? The old
god or old one?
The old one.
one would be aware of my presence wherever I was, and then that was apparently very bad news. I'm sorry, I'm rambling.
No,
How was your day going?
don't worry about my day. You're back, and that's what's important. That's what the focus was. Although would I know anything about this old one? Would I have heard anything in lore or anything?
Roll a history.
First roll with the new dice. Oh, fuck off! You're kidding me. Hold on. Okay. What is my history? A 6.
A 6.
Very
So
Doomed.
no details. It's just you know that his name has been mentioned as part of something with the cataclysm. That's all.
Okay.
Don't know any details.
All right. Okay. Well, I mean, if he knows where you are at all times, I think us keeping in motion is going to be important. We can't stay in one spot for too long. Seraph can definitely take care of herself. I wouldn't stress too much.
They were big orbs, like big
Purple?
purple, big purple orbs that were like crashing down into the ground, and I don't even know where I was.
Well, that's the other problem. If you don't know where you were, how do we get back there?
I don't know. How did she get there?
I don't know. I don't have all the answers for you.
Oh,
And I
okay.
look, I hold out the flower.
Oh,
I just wanted to give this back to you.
thank you.
And I pick it up and I look it over.
Okay.
And anything change about it, or do I notice anything more? Remember anything different?
No.
No.
Nothing changes.
And I just I go.
Do you know where I got this?
Well, I know a little bit. I know that it was behind Jonas's house.
Mm-hmm. It was my father's. My creator, I should say.
Oh.
Dr. Elias.
Father is fitting. You're
Yeah,
more than just a machine.
I hope so. And this flower is what he left for me. Darius,
Yeah.
I know what you did for me. And I want to thank you.
And I just push the flower out towards him back.
Oh, and I'll take it. I slowly take it, and you don't. Look, man, all of this, it's not. I'm not meant to be here. I'm not a warrior. The things that I am skilled in, they don't. I'm useless here. And when you died, it just reaffirmed all of that. That I can't. I shouldn't be here. I'm here because I made a mistake.
I
I stop him for a second, and I'm just like,
this flower has no purpose. It's also useless when you look at it, but it's pretty, and when you get to know it, it can do magical things. And how fitting that this flower should go with you. Because you do have purpose. You need to find it. Maybe it sits in a bag of holding or in a purple flower with nothing but prettiness. That
You're
purple
right.
flower did a lot.
You're
And you
right.
did a lot for me.
Okay. Thanks, Atlas.
And listen, you can always give it back when I need it the most. But you gotta stick with me, okay?
Yeah. Anytime you want it back, I'll give it to you. And Darius starts to like perk up a bit, and he kind of like, he's like, just be careful though. And he like nudges his shoulder. He's like, you know how much I like my shiny things, and he puts it back in the bag.
I know. But look at me. I'm pretty shiny.
It's true.
I am like shinier now, right?
Yes, you are. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Darius?
you want to see something cool?
Sure.
I reach into the bag and I pull out the immovable rod, and I hold it in front of him, and I click the button, and then I click like this, and I let go of it, and I'm like, ooh.
See? You are magic.
Do I know what that is?
You wouldn't have experienced it. No, it wouldn't be in your databanks. No.
Ah, would have been funnier if I did.
You're mesmerized by his new
I would
ability.
just like walk by it and just press the button. Be like, come on. It just falls to the ground.
So I reach out and I'm like, truthfully, I do have magic. You're right. I can cast some, but this rod itself is magic. And I show him the button and I click it. And then like I'm not holding it. I like just click the button and it drops to the ground.
Wow. Where did you get that?
That was the fruit of my labor on that chest.
Oh, that's where you cast all those spells on that chest that we
Yep.
probably could have needed during that. Anyways, moving on. Water under the bridge. I hope it comes into some use.
I'm sure we'll find many uses for it. Don't worry. I've already got a couple planned out. I pick it up and put it back in the bag.
Okay, perfect. So while this conversation's ongoing, Felix and Jack in the other room, you guys want to do anything specific?
I was just
Jack's
gonna
gonna
wrap
say
that up.
there's too many
Oh,
people
okay,
and he's
sorry.
gonna walk outside.
I mean, we're still just working on this leg, right? We're working together, me and Jonas.
Okay.
So,
So Jack, as you're walking out, you're just kind of hearing the tail end of Atlas. Go ahead, Atlas.
Oh yeah.
Well, we should get back to the others, I think. Darius?
I agree.
Sorry, it looked like you were looking off there. You in thought?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot on my mind. A lot, actually. But you're
You
right.
want to talk about it?
No, not right now. Now's not the time. We need to figure out, again, we can't stay in one place for too long. And just let's get back to the group and see what the plan is.
Right. Okay.
And I like stand up and kind of dust my knees off and start gesturing towards the door. Like,
Oh, Darius. One
sir.
more thing.
and I just like run up and give him a hug.
At first, he's like, oh, because he's a friggin' automaton that weighs who knows how much, so it like knocks him back a bit. But he's like, oh, all right, and then he wraps his arms around him.
Okay.
Thanks, buddy. All right, let's get out there.
Yeah, man, it's good to have you back.
All right.
All right. So Jack, you hear the end of this conversation as you're coming out. They're walking out of the tent.
Ah, cute. A hug. They're still working in there, so I'm just gonna wait out here. And then he's gonna kind of like hold his hand down and he's gonna snap a few times and Ireen's gonna tail him.
All right. So, okay. So while this is happening, so back in with Felix and Jonas. So Felix, you had been kind of working with the blacksmith's legs, being that it was already constructed. You're trying to just kind of form it into something usable for Dorhan. So now with Jonas working with you, you're going to work together to see if you can construct this in a way that's going to be hopefully workable and or beneficial. So if you want to roll an intelligence and add your modifier for me, you're going to do kind of the physical metal part, and she's going to try and do the autonomy.
so yeah,
Flesh
just
part.
straight intelligence.
Yeah.
22.
22. Okay. So, oh, it's starting to look really good. Okay, let me try to get these final pieces. She's gonna do a medicine. I don't know if it's gonna work. Let's try. So Doran comes over. Here you go, Felix. You can put it on. And as you're doing so, if you want to do the same intelligence check.
Okay.
You say do an
19.
intelligence check?
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Dorhan, I've never done anything like this before. I've never been really worried about hurting a machine. So I don't know how this is going to feel for you.
Well, I've trusted you till now. Let's continue. So he just kind of puts his stump out towards you. So this metal component that you've built together now, it seems to have kind of like almost 4 clamps, one on each side, that you can kind of lift up and clasp in, and it seems to be able to insert into the leg, and whatever Jonas has done will connect it to the nerves. So if you, between you and her, she's going to roll a medicine check at advantage and see if you guys can apply this properly. Okay, here we go. I hope this works.
All right.
Okay, so 16. Okay, so click, 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 click. I think that's it. Try it out. So Dorhan, kind of, he puts a little bit of weight on it, kind of stumbles a little bit at first, braces himself on his other leg, and then you see him kind of bend his leg in and out and put it solid on the ground. I think this might work. It doesn't feel quite comfortable. I don't think I'll be moving as quickly, but it'll keep me steady. Thank you, Felix. Ruffles the top of your hair. And Jonas, I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for the group. The lads are happy to have you around. Oh, that's no problem. I like to help anytime I can. And getting new friends, I never could have dreamed of such a thing. This is so amazing. And she just kind of wipes her brow and goes back over and plops down on her chair looking absolutely exhausted. Well, Felix, what do you think should be next? What's the next step?
It's a good question. I think we should probably get everyone together and see what everyone's thinking.
Very well. So Dorhan heads outside. But this time you guys are coming to the front door. See Dorhan coming out with Felix. Well, finally all back together. What does everybody think we should do? Yeah, should we go to Centaurium and forget this all happened now that we have Atlas back?
Makes the most sense at this point.
Yeah, I mean, well, we've got a couple things we need to get done, but
Oh, what about Sarah?
that was one of the things I was going to bring up. Atlas had a vision that Seraph was in danger. I mean, we just saw her not long ago.
Yeah, she was just here, not 15 minutes ago.
Oh, this was more than a vision. I felt this. I was there before I was here.
One second. Doran walks back in to Jonas. Closes the door behind him so you guys can continue talking.
Yeah, I was in a I want to say a dream, but I don't know what other term would make more sense. And it was just my essence. I was like a red, swirling energy, and I could see my body, the one I'm in now. And then I could see all of you. I couldn't remember you though, but I remembered you all, one by one, until I see my old body. And then these orbs. No, Seraph came crashing down behind me and told me to run. And that the old god would be here, or he would notice me, and that was very bad. And then these big purple orbs came crashing down, and and then she summoned two of these big golems, and she told me to get out of there as quick as she could. And then she ran towards them, and I ran. I couldn't do anything. I ran to come get my friends to help, and here you guys are, but I don't know where she is. She's definitely in trouble.
Well, guys, what do you think? I mean, I don't even know where he was or how to get there.
That's what I don't know how we would even go about finding him or her if he doesn't even know.
Would I recognize the orbs as like the same orbs from before?
No, because you weren't conscious for that.
No. Okay.
You were dead.
No, I mean the first time. But I was also no, because I would have seen the orbs first, right? Because he was reading them.
No,
Was he
these aren't the rock spheres. No, those were
Oh, okay.
those were just rock spheres with magic things. These orbs. Atlas doesn't know where these orbs are from.
Okay. And they're big, right? Like big.
And what you seen was big, yeah. Yeah, they were probably about like 50 feet, like in diameter. What you've seen.
Okay.
All right. So as you guys are kind of finished this, Doran opens the door, comes back out. Seraph's fine. Jonas, she has a way to message Seraph. I just figured they're always in communication, and she seems to be fine. There's no issue. She's gonna be here when she can get here.
And did she have any recollection of seeing me?
She has no idea what you're talking about. She's been in the forest to the north of the city.
I don't know.
Just have her request Jonas request her back so Atlas can see her and we can move on.
Oh, she's coming. Here? She's coming back. She wants to find out what this is about. She's on her way here. Probably about 30 minutes out, she said.
Well, if she's safe, then I don't know what I saw.
Maybe it was a premonition.
What is a premonition?
Like you foresaw something to come.
I don't think I have that ability in my programming.
Well,
maybe it's a new ability that you got. I mean, you look.
You're also
different.
more than just your programming. I mean, you died and came back. That's not normal for an automaton.
Well, I mean, some automatons have been rebooted. Dying is such a mortal term.
Well, I am mortal.
You are.
I mean, you did die, though. We tried everything to put you back together. I mean, if you worked like any automaton I knew, I took out Gunner's core parts and tried to put them in you to jumpstart you. Nothing worked. It was like you...
I just like run over and hug him.
It's like you...
Thank you for that, by the way.
Didn't have your soul.
I know how much you like Gunner. I'm sorry for having made you to do that for me.
You didn't, Atlas. It was my own failings that led to that point, but Gunner has given birth to something new and great, and I'm not gonna let anybody else get hurt.
I hit his shoulder. I'm like, do the thing, do the thing.
Oh yeah, do the thing. Do the thing.
What thing?
You know the thing.
You know the thing.
Yeah, come on, guys. I don't know what you're trying. 'Cause, 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 'cause
So Felix Felix puts his hands out in and over the course of 6 seconds, the armor detaches from himself and folds up into a box.
As soon as the armor is off of his body, Jack is going to grapple his legs and pull him prone.
Ah, what the hell, Jack?
I was just curious if you were just that strong or it was the armor. Turns out it was the armor.
Come on, Jack. Felix was just about to do the thing.
That was the thing.
It
His,
was
his armor folds into a little
That
box.
was it.
the armor.
And right after he got it settled or fixed and done, he got his mind controlled and attacked us. And for some reason, I couldn't pull his small framed body to the ground.
I lean over to Atlas. He got his mind controlled too. Don't think he's anything better.
I just like lean back over and just like say,
Thought you said nothing happened.
That was inconsequential.
Yeah, that was like a footnote.
Oh,
Sorry about that.
okay.
Felix.
Can't say I'm not worried about your inconsequential.
Nobody died
Almost.
in that
Yeah.
area. This was this after, the
That's our new benchmark for success.
Well,
Straight up.
I guess that's a great start.
But we need to decide what to do now. I mean, obviously,
well, why don't we lay everything out that we need to do? I mean, there's the mine still.
I think the mine's a bit of a lost cause now.
I mean, again, let's not say lost cause. I don't think we necessarily are ready for it yet. But I'm just listing everything that we know we need to do, right? So the mine is one of them. We need to get to Centaurium. Did we want to go check out Psycho Lord's mansion? Somebody mentioned they wanted to do that too.
I thought we needed Sanguine to get in.
Yeah.
Well,
We
I mean,
do.
we do have
Which would
Sanguine,
lead us
and
back to the mine.
Oh, right. We do have Sanguine, and I open my chest, and like in the moment of doing that, I look at Dorhan, and I'm like, Dorhan, you want to check out dude and see if he's still got his? And I point at my crystal.
So as you open up the crystal, you see like that kind of red flicker that combined into your body. It isn't there.
I looked down. I'm like, oh.
You so the key is still there, but you can see that kind of red that sort of combined into your chest is gone.
Oh, but Dorhan, you want to see if I still have the thing?
What's happened? It's not active anymore.
I don't know. Do your thing. Touch my chest.
I
and
can see
if
it's been
feel it.
deactivated.
Okay, well check Atlas. Check everyone.
Is this normal? Did we win a tournament?
It's not normal. This is how we gain access to Centaurium. He reaches over to Jack and starts trying to look down your shirt, kind of pulling the top open, trying to look down.
I thought you needed permission to look in here.
If it looks like his, then it's obviously not active. And he looks in and he sees there's no red mist in the key.
Ryan, you're muted.
Felix, check yourself.
What do I see?
You see exactly the same thing. And so the crystal is kind of there, but the red mist inside is gone. I think whatever happened with Atlas might have taken that energy, or I don't know how these things work, but they were fine when I checked them last.
So should we kill
What?
him?
I don't think now's the time for jokes about killing Atlas.
Yeah, a little soon, man. What the hell?
My bad.
Oh, Jack.
Well, this maybe makes our decision easier. We can't go to Centaurium now. You said.
They won't give you access. The portals that leave you in from the mainland into Centaurium only access with people with that key active.
What if we lie?
I think it's probably a magic portal. Darius, I don't
Yeah,
know.
but we have Dorhan with us. He can vouch. Why don't we say that Vimoria attacked us and drained our crystals?
We can try, but what's not to say that we're agents of Vimoria who did that and we're using keys that aren't active?
Well,
Won't
we'll
they
tell
know
them
who you
that.
are?
I've never even met that section of the military. We essentially live on the sea and in the barracks. We're not even allowed into the city.
Don't you have some form of ID besides a crystal in your chest?
I don't have a crystal in my chest.
He doesn't have a key. It's only for tournament.
We can certainly try when we get to one of the cities with the access. We can absolutely try. I mean, I have to get back to my wife and child, so we will do whatever we can to get there. There's now a complication I didn't foresee.
Yeah, that's a complication, all right.
Did he check like Atlas over?
No, he still hasn't checked you.
Could he ever see my key?
No, but he could sense the energy inside of you.
Oh.
Yeah, it
Alright.
almost threw him back when he checked. Yes.
Dora? Hey,
Yes.
hey, hi. How are you?
I have been better. I'm actually quite exhausted. I don't, with that whole debacle that happened, my leg, I can use this, but I'm exhausted. I don't feel myself right now.
Yes, I'm detecting high levels of stress.
Indeed.
Care to talk about it?
Perhaps. 1 second.
Mm.
I'm just stressed that I can't get back to Centaurium. It's frustrating. This is what I wanted to do in the beginning.
Mhm.
We need to get a goal, and we need to work towards that goal. We're scattered right now. We need to regroup, come up with a plan.
Okay, well, can you take a look at me and see if I have a key?
No, I can certainly try. So he gets down on one knee, puts his hand against his chest. I need you to give me permission again.
You have my permission.
And I hug him.
And then he's awkwardly like this is, you need to say that you have permission to access your key.
Oh, right. Sorry.
And I like push away.
Dorhan, you have permission to access my key.
Okay, very well. And he puts his hand up. You see him mumble a few words. He just
And
shakes
put
his
my
head.
hand over his.
I'm sorry, Atlas. Yours seems to be deactivated as well. He stands
Oh,
up.
rats.
Okay, so
Would I? Sorry, go ahead.
no, if you're gonna ask a question, go ahead, because I'm
Yeah. Would I have recognized? So, like, I've seen the power, like that red essence. Would I have recognized that as the same stuff that's in the keys? Like what I turned into?
Not really. You don't have enough experience with the keys to really tell if that would be the same kind of connection.
No. Okay.
Well, I'm going to go rest. Come get me when you figure something out. I'm exhausted. And he heads and lays on the bunk.
so. Do you want to storm the mansion?
Can we get in there? I thought
Well,
they had some pretty strong defenses.
do you have a better idea? We can't go to Centaurium. We can't go into that mine yet. Where
And
else do we go?
If he's stealing the power of the keys, then maybe there's a way we could take some of that power back and put it into our keys.
I thought we wanted to get Sanguine to be able to get in there. Wasn't that part of the goal, being in the mine?
Well,
I think that's it.
initially the goal with the Sanguine was kind of to offer it as an offering, or we needed invitation to get into the mansion.
How are we going to get that?
Maybe we get the Sanguine.
Well, where are we going to get that from? That's in the mine. Although
We'll
we
go
do
back
have
home.
we do have another person. Maybe the mine won't be as scary.
And maybe we avoid anything electrical.
Yeah.
Or we can finally let Dorhan have his way and see about trying to get into Centaurium. We keep getting off on these side quests.
I was just going to say, I was all for doing that, but he seems pretty confident that we can't get in without the keys being active.
Yeah. I mean, he was on board with my plan to try and deceive them, but if that
If-
fails, we could risk something worse
Everything.
happening.
If we can at least get him there, then he can go do whatever he has to do. And if we have to wait or
Wait, why don't we just tell him to go? His whole thing was to protect us to get us to the tournament. Our keys are deactivated.
You're right. And he only has one leg. He's not very helpful right now.
he
We're
still
still
wants
pretty
to do,
helpful with one leg. I'm not just like putting that out there.
I understand though wanting to accomplish something you were raised to do your whole life. We could at least appease him and let him do his actual task to say he's one, done it, and two, maybe we're going to get there and they're going to go, oh, we can fix your keys, not a problem. Let me touch you in the chest again and fix it.
Do I notice it?
Yeah, you guys now see behind Seraph walking down the main city street.
Hey, and I tap Atlas on the back. See, she's okay.
Oh,
And I just like rush over to Seraph.
Atlas.
there, you're okay.
Yes, Jonas told me that you seem to be back to normal again. I'm so happy. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. And the old god, did everything okay? Did the old god get you?
Please tell me what you're referring to. She was asking me about something like this. I don't understand what you mean.
Before I was brought back.
And I just go through the whole thing
Yeah,
again.
yeah. I.
Do you know what the old god is?
Yes, I have heard of the old one. Yes,
The old one, yes, sorry.
it was essentially
And
a god that was banished by many of the other gods.
right. The purple orbs though, do you any idea what those were? You looked very concerned. You rushed off to battle them. And they were orbs. I don't know how you battle orbs.
Well, one of two things. It could be either something that is yet to pass, or it could have been symbolic, so to speak.
So stay away from purple orbs and old people.
Well, I feel like the purple orbs is a good idea in general.
Now, okay.
Would I have recollection of what she looked like compared to what she looked like now? Assuming.
Yeah, so yeah, when you seen her outfit, her cloak was like almost a straight silver. The two blades that she pulled out had runes up the side, shining bright. Her bow had runes all down the side that was strapped to her back, and there was kind of two circular holes in the back of her cloak.
And
Very,
this
very
is
prestigious.
all of this stuff she's not wearing right now.
Right now, it's a raggedy cloak just pulled over her head. Two looks like basic swords, and the bow on her back looks like she crafted it off a branch. Very
Okay.
basic.
Sarah, the version that I seen of you in my dreams, you look so different. You were in a silver cloak with runes on two silver blades and a beautiful bow with runes on it as well. It's so much different than what you look like now. Does that sound like anything you remember?
I'm sorry. No, definitely not. I mean, there is a third option. The planes that we all exist on are very different, and so what moves with time and space here may not be the same on another plane of existence. So this
So I
may
was
be
on a
something
different
that's.
plane?
It's just a possibility. I can't say for sure.
Okay, well, we need to go into the mine and find Sanguine. Could you come with us?
Well, I have to admit something. Previously, the control collar prevented me from many areas. and I've been testing the limits of this, and for some reason, I'm able to go further. I was able to go further in the forest than I've ever gone before. I have not tested the mine, but it may be something I may be able
Have
to
you found
have access
limits?
to. I have yet to find limits, and I spoke to Armin
So-
and Kodan, and they seem to not have exactly the same limits as before either. But are
As soon as she said she has yet to find limits, I open my shirt and I like point at the crystal. And I'm like, these lost their power too. Maybe when whatever happened, everything got deactivated.
and she goes over and she kind of looks at it, touches a little bit, look to the side. Oh, this is different. This is strange. When mine was removed, it still held its, let's say, kind of essence, and then slowly dissipated, and then it crumbled to nothing. Yours is still, I don't know, it's still in one piece.
Well, it's still in me. So maybe it maintains its integrity. Maybe yours crumbled because it was removed. Wasn't supposed to be, so maybe it's a failsafe.
Possible. But nonetheless, I'm unsure if I can enter the mines.
Well, one way to find out.
Maybe we should go check on Minikin. And you should see if you can come with us.
Hmm. I would like to see the bottom of the mine. I only
yeah.
got to see about halfway down.
That's fair. I guess you haven't been down there yet. I want to go and check on Jonas and see if her collar also deactivated.
Okay.
I guess she won't know unless she tests it, but I'm gonna ask. So, Seraph, can you come with me? I need you to explain this to Jonas. Maybe she can come in the mine with us too.
I wouldn't want Jonas going in the mine. It's if there is somewhere we can access, it's always been dangerous. And from what happened to Atlas, I wouldn't want to risk her in there.
Well, I mean, I just want to go down and see. Like, I don't want you guys coming in the mine with us. Just to the foreman. And don't worry. I mean, there's some creepy stuff in there, but he's actually harmless, and he controls all of them. I hope.
Very well. So she follows you in. So as you enter, Dorhan starts yelling in pain. "Ah! Ah!" And he's holding his head. "Ah! Ah, by the gods!" Ah, he's reeling in pain on the.
All right, big guy. I get it. I know you think I'm annoying. It's not funny anymore.
And he's fallen off. He's on his knees on the ground right now, holding his head.
Oh, maybe this isn't a joke. Shit. Sorry. What's happening?
He starts shaking his head. I don't know. This pain in my head, it came out of nowhere. Oh, it's starting to subside now. He just gathers himself and kind of leans, steadies himself up against the pole of the bed.
Okay. That
Seraph.
was weird.
Seraph follows you in.
All right. Seraph, I'm just gonna check him out. Do you mind go fill in Jonas on what you said about your collar?
Okay. Yeah, so she fills in the same thing about testing the limits, explaining that Armin and Kurdon are experiencing similar things with it. And they're going to kind of talk. She'd mentioned them before. Whether anybody paid attention or not, though, is another thing.
Yeah, don't recognize the names. I was dead, so.
Yeah. So they're having that conversation. As you go over, Dorhan is leaning against it. He's kind of rubbing the temples and the side of his head now, Darius.
Can I do a medicine check on him? See if I can ascertain what's going on with him?
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
Big money, no whammies. Oh. What are you? Can't read that. Okay. 14.
Do any of your new dice have just numbers? Are they all like symbols?
No, they're numbers. They're just the lighting in here is bad, and I'm getting old. Seeing small text is really hard for my eyes.
Well, come see me. I'll get you some glasses.
Yeah, you said that already.
And you haven't come. So you kind of inspect him over. You don't see anything physically impacting him that would indicate why he's having any type of pain. There's nothing you can tell that indicates why that would be happening.
Okay, let's see if I have anything in here. Nope. Okay. Okay. I'm just gonna place my hand on him, and yeah, I'm gonna cast Healing Word.
Okay. All right. You see kind of the thing glow coming. He's like, it's okay. I'm not physically hurt. I don't know what it is, but I feel, other than being exhausted, I feel okay.
Okay, so is that him stopping me from casting it, or did I cast it?
You already cast it.
Okay. So
He didn't know you were gonna cast it.
yeah, that's fine. I just wanted to double check. So let me just do this anyway, because he gets 8 healing.
Okay. Perfect. So Seraph turns to Darius and says, okay, we're going to be right back. We're just going to check something. And
Sure.
both Seraph and Jonas are heading out. Jack, Atlas, Felix, we'll be back. We're just going to test something. Just be a few moments and we'll be back.
Where?
Okay. Do you need assistance?
No, it's best not for this. Aman and Kordan are, we see, they can have a short fuse, and I'd rather not add complications to things.
Okay.
Oh.
We'll be here if you need me.
We'll be right back. You see them walk off north out of the village.
I wonder where they're going.
Probably to test her collar too.
I feel like it would have been safer for more of us to go.
Well, isn't the collar have a failsafe? If you leave a designated area, it can kill you. I don't think us being there would have affected that.
Yes.
I'm gonna walk up to the blacksmith and just start like poking him.
He's in bits in the ground. He's not really there. That part is like just a pile of pieces, which is kind of gross because there's like body parts too from where they had the top flesh parts.
Is there still a head?
You would have to dismember it. It's still constructed. They didn't need to use those pieces.
Yeah, so I'm poking his head, like just to like, is he still?
He is definitely fully deactivated. There's no reaction. Did they figure out what they're gonna do? Is that why you came in, Darius?
I think you're finally getting your wish. We don't really have a direction now. Like, we're technically disqualified from the tournament. We have no way into the mansion. We're not strong enough to do the mine yet. So I think it's time to go to Centaurium.
Okay. I like the sound of that.
Thought you might. Also just putting this out there for you, since I know we're such an inconvenience for you. Our crystals are deactivated. You could just go back. We're kind of not part of the tournament anymore.
Well, my loyalty is to the tournament, but it's also to humanity. And I feel responsible for you all, whether your keys are active or not. So I won't be leaving.
All right.
He walks out.
Yeah. Well, I started walking out, but I stop at the door and I turn back and I'm like, "You're a good man, orc."
Thank you. You're not a bad
I walk out.
elf man yourself.
While we're waiting, Felix is going to walk back towards the big wall gate to the mansion, and I just want to have a look at it.
Okay. So it's about a 5-minute walk kind of thing, but you can see it quite clear from where you are. So as you arrive, I'll just give you a visual. So it's kind of it doesn't seem to have like physical handles or a keyhole. It has a little keyhole, nowhere you can put a key, and a sort of a strange orb in the top central piece. It's clear with like a red mist in it.
Sense magic coming from it? at all?
Do you have detect magic?
Not prepared. Does it seem like so okay, so I can't detect magic, but examining it, does it seem like it may be some kind of magical mechanism based on what I know of magical devices?
Yeah, roll an investigation.
18.
Okay. So yeah, as you kind of study it, you're not are you studying it from a distance? Are you going right up to it?
I'm close, but I'm kind of trying to ascertain without touching it.
Okay. Because yeah, Atlas did explain what happened when he visited it to you all, so you know that. So yeah, as you're kind of looking at it, you do see runic symbols. And although you don't know exactly what they read, you can definitely tell that they're like activation symbols essentially. So you know that those once lit up or activated would open the door based on the kind of the structure and where they're positioned on the arch that connects the door hinges.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just be satisfied with that for now and leave it.
Atlas, with everything that happened to you, do you feel healthy? I suppose. Do you feel like you're right? Is there anything else we need to do to try and repair you, or
do I feel like
you
like
feel
there's
completely
anything that
normal?
needs to be yeah.
No, I feel like all systems are operational. I honestly don't feel like anything happened at all. I feel normal. I think.
Okay, very well. Is anybody else hurt?
You are.
Well,
You have no leg, Doron.
oh, I have this fancy new leg, and he just starts kicking out this metal prosthetic leg.
Does it not hurt though? That looks
It doesn't.
like it hurts.
They put it together quite well. Yeah, I think it has slowed me down a little bit, but at least I'm not off balance.
I want to like check it over and just see if there's like any sort of anything I could do to benefit the merger of the flesh and mechanical.
And is Felix back yet? Or at least do I see him?
You'd see him, yeah. You'd see him. It's this path that leads to the door is like a clear path. There's not obstructions at all. You can definitely see where he went, where he's coming back.
Okay. With
like,
Dorhan saying that he's fine, he got this new fancy leg.
Mhm.
Darius remembers him getting that weird headache. He's gonna go over to Felix and kind of be like, "Hey, that leg that you stuck on him, it wouldn't have any negative effects biologically, would it?"
I don't know. I've never done anything like this before. I assumed it would be painful to attach it to him, but he didn't seem to react at all to it. And
No headaches or anything neurological?
well, I'm not a doctor or any kind of biologist, but I would assume no, unless there's something about the magic that was infused into that leg that is impacting him mentally.
I only asked
maybe?
because I walked into into Jonas's house and he was screaming in pain, holding his head. At first, I thought he was just trying to make a joke because I'm annoying, but it didn't seem that way.
It does seem like a pretty safe assumption, but yeah, that's very strange. I feel like Jonas would be more of an expert on this kind of thing than I am. I've only ever attached legs to things that were entirely constructed.
Okay. All right.
Well, until now, of course.
Yeah, obviously. Kind of went without saying, but I'll let you have it. All right. I just wanted to check. Hopefully he doesn't turn into an evil automaton or something that tries to murder us halfway to Centaurium. That would be an ironic twist. Anyways, back to the group I go.
And Atlas, if you want to roll a medicine check.
Okay, I'm gonna roll medicine check. Gonna do it. I'm doing it. I've done it.
Okay. All right, so you check over the joining and the mechanics of it all. Looks perfect.
Great.
Wow, this almost looks like it was always meant to be here. Great job, everyone. Well done, Felix. Should be proud. This is a great leg.
It feels fine. It feels like it's always been there, and he's just stomping his leg on the ground.
In terms of attaching it and actually having it function well, I mean, Jonas did more of the work there. I just modified it in terms of the mechanical aspects. But
Felix, stop. You did a great job. You helped.
well, we'll see.
We are seeing. Dorhan's walking.
You did a good job. Don't put yourself down. Pat you on the shoulder. Oh, I'm back, everyone. I'm back. Seraph and Jonas arrive where you guys are talking here. So it appears that all of the control collars have been affected in some way. She was able to exit the city. I don't know what this means. I could exit the city, but it's kind of scary out there, and I know that that's where you go in the hunt, and there's like alligators and things that fly around in the forest. It's super scary. So I think I'm just gonna stay in here for now. And you see Jonas start heading back to the workshop.
Before she goes in, do you want to go see Minikin?
Ooh, Minikin, I haven't seen him in so long. But the mines are scary. That's where Atlas died. I don't think I want to go down there.
We won't be going to that portion of the mine. The area that Minikin is in is... You know what? Let us go check it first. Because if your collars got deactivated, I want to make sure that the other magic that is being used did not get deactivated.
And really, the mine's not so bad. It was really everyone here that kind of killed me.
What?
I mean, yeah.
If the magic is not working, then can't we just break the collars at this point?
I don't know what that would do. I don't know if there's any type of repercussions that would come from that. Whether it was just the magic that was holding the restriction, whether there was a physical component. I think we need to find out more information before we do anything drastic like that.
Let's go check on Minikin. I'm actually kind of worried about him now.
Just a question. What would the collars do when you tried to leave?
Well, it depended on the severity of what limitations were put in place. Some aggressive enough for a mortal wound, some not so aggressive would be almost like a small lightning strike to a small portion of the body.
So it zaps you.
Yes.
Well,
Okay, I'm going to go back in and wait and see what happens. She just runs in.
Okay, bye. Okay, so we definitely don't want to take these people out of the area in case these collars turn back on. If anything, I know lightning, it's not fun. Hurts.
I will say that if the fear of the mine is that we're not strong enough, and I do not trying to say we should go back into the mine. I'm just saying we encountered one enemy that we took care of quite easily when we were at the bottom of the mine. If strength is an issue, I don't know if we could say that we couldn't do that. But
well, I think we're actually a lot stronger now because we're all together again, and we have Atlas back.
All right. I mean, if the mine is where we want to go, I mean, I do want to go in there. I do want to check on Minikin. I am a little worried about him. if his ring's power also got deactivated, he's in for some serious trouble, being that his room is full of his children.
Oh, right. We should go in there. Wait,
Well,
should we?
we should peek in there first,
We should
because
look
if
in
he
there.
wants,
Let's run into a room full of spiders that can kill us.
well, that's why I said peek in.
Do you wish me to go and check?
I mean,
Should be able to go.
I don't doubt your skill, but there's at least 12 of them in there, and they are very strong. And I don't know that you alone could take on 12. Wait a minute. Can you summon golems?
She kind of just shakes her head at you. Summon golems? No. Wow.
Sorry, random.
Future Seraph on the other plane can, so that was probably a.
And I just kind of gesture towards Alice.
That would be me.
I mean, there is a
No
simple
worries.
explanation for that. Being that pot, that's, I mean, none of you seem to be, we'll say, religious in any way. However, not all of us are that way. And, you know, the deity that, you know, helps me or gives me instruction is a god of the earth. And so a golem appearing to my aid wouldn't be a far stretch.
Interesting.
I can't summon golems. I don't have an ability like that whatsoever.
Would I have
Alright.
known that about her?
No.
Well, that I didn't know that, so maybe I couldn't have made it up then if that's something would have happened.
That is a fair point. I didn't consider that.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
I'm used to being by myself, so unless any of you are quiet and stealthy that wish to go and check the mine, by all means.
Wait. First.
I like turn to Jack. Wait, who's got a sword? Jack's got a sword, right?
I have a sword too.
I've got a dagger.
I mean, I got a
Okay.
rapier, but it's a sword.
Okay.
Who's got a sword? Anyone have a sword?
Shing!
Oh, perfect. I didn't know he had
Darius
that.
actually made that sound. when he pulled it out.
Can I have it, please?
All right, so he does this thing where he like tosses it up and then grabs it upside down and then hands it to.
Darius, you sure you want to do that?
I just like swipe, grab it out of his hand, and I
No.
like run over to Seraph.
Seraph, come here.
Whoa! What are you
Seraph
doing?
Walks over to Atlas. Yes, Atlas?
Bow down.
What?
Do you want to explain to me why first? I don't usually bow.
Just bow down. For me, please.
To a robot that's greater than you.
Okay. So she does, gets down on one knee, gives a little smile.
I just like smile back at her, and I
Please.
place the sword on her shoulder.
Seraph,
I know.
you are now officially an at-lad. And you are now a friend of all of us. And no longer alone. And I think this is how they do it. I've seen it in a book somewhere.
I cut her head off. No.
With the rapier, good
Roll
luck.
for attack.
And I just like tap her on the. I keep tapping her on the shoulder and just.
I don't know how long I'm supposed to be doing this for, but
She just slowly raises a finger and kind of, I think that's enough. And thank you for
Okay,
the
okay.
induction. Just places it off.
And I turn back to Darius and I throw the rapier up in the air, like trying to mimic his little twirl, but like throw it way too hard.
I take a few steps back.
Dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
For me or him?
Yeah, Darius, yeah.
Oh.
He doesn't know how to toss a sword. He just yanked it up in the
Yeah.
air at you.
13. I'm not going to try and read my dice anymore.
Okay, no, you're good. So you just step to the side. You see it, the front of it stab into the ground, just boing, right in front of you.
ooh, it makes another noise. You'll have to teach me how to do that. That clearly wasn't it.
We'll get there. And I put it back in the sheath.
So, shall I go and check? Are you all going to check? What are you doing?
All of us. We're the Atlas.
We can all go down, but the ones that are confident in their ability to not be seen should probably be the ones that advance to the room.
I'm pretty proficient in stealth.
As am I.
I don't want to hold us back or anything, but I'm feeling quite exhausted. I don't
Are
know
you
if
saying
we
you'd
should.
like to stay and rest?
It might be an idea. The last time that we weren't fully at the ready, we'll say, had dire consequences.
What time is it right now?
Yeah, it's about 1 p.m. It's like
Are you
afternoon.
needing a long night's rest, or are you needing a quick power nap?
Whatever makes me not exhausted.
It's a long night. It's a full rest.
Yeah, it might not be a bad idea. I mean, we've kind of been through a lot today.
Unless you
Unless
think
the
time
rounds
is
are
of
really
the
high level.
essence. If you really believe time is of the essence, then of course we push forward. But if you believe there's time, I think it's best that we all recuperate.
What are we gonna
Right.
eat though? The bartender's been disassembled.
I still have my own rations.
Well, we could ask Jonas if she knows how to open those chests.
Maybe we could just put money in it and see what happens.
I think we tried that.
Oh,
If you need something from the chests, I'm sure Jonas can help you with that.
what if we just took the bartender's arms off and used them to deposit the money?
I mean, why don't we just ask Jonas? Maybe that's the solution. Why do we, instead of wasting time trying things, why don't we ask the person who constructed them?
And you see Felix, he's just kind of like he's thinking, and he just keeps spewing on it. He's kind of tuned you out now. He's not listening.
Yeah, and I'm not listening to him. I'm just
He's
going
like,
to ask
he's like,
Jonas.
oh, what if I attached the arms to my suit and I had 4 arms?
Jonas.
Yes, Darius? It's been
Do
an
you know how the
exhausting
chests work?
time, huh? Oh my goodness. All that, and I got threw down and knocked out, and then we brought Atlas back, and then we got a new leg on Dorhan. I can't believe all the things that's happening. This is insane.
Yeah, I know. It seemed uneventful, but it turns out it's been very eventful.
Whew. Anyways, what can I do for you?
Do you know how the chests in each of the stores work?
Yeah.
Would you be able to get us some food?
Food? Oh, yeah, for sure. You don't have rations or something?
Well, I mean, rations are more, when we're stuck in a mine and we have nowhere to go and we need to eat. If we have somewhere we can get food, if you're capable of getting it. I mean, we can give gold if you need us to pay for it. That's fine. We don't have the ability to activate those chests.
Well, I think with the collars deactivated, if it really is deactivated, then I think I should be able to get anything from the stores that we would need, that you would need. So yeah, if you
Perfect.
need food, I just need some time though, because I have to reconfigure the innkeeper's mechanisms. And then she starting to think to herself and okay, well I need to bring the hand over here and the runes from the side of it. And she's just mumbling to herself and getting out her book and reading some notes. I'll need some time though. I'll need some time.
She's like, I wonder if Felix could have 4 arms.
I just nodded back into the house. Okay, so she knows how to open the chest. She just needs some time. Felix, you might want to go in there and help her. I'm sure you two will have a blast.
As you come out, Felix has like his notepad out, and he's just like 4 arms, and then the head.
There's a full blueprint behind it.
attached. Really interesting. I really wonder how.
I
runes,
take
like-
his book and pull it down so that he looks up at me.
Oh, hey Darius! Look, I have a rough draft drawn up. Very quick though. It could be really cool. Look see, I would have 4 arms instead of just 2, which is twice as good if you do the math. And then I don't know what I would do with the head though. I've been trying to figure that part out. It's really kind of complicated. I don't know if we would even really have any kind of useful application to attach the head.
I
But
put
the
my finger
problem
on his
is,
mouth. Shh. She's working on a solution right now. Why don't you go help her?
oh, okay.
Show her your blueprints. Maybe you two can come up with something really cool. Go on. Go on.
Yeah,
Go on,
that's
boy.
that's a good idea. And so Felix starts walking towards the door, and he's just like, just wondering if the head actually has any kind of important function in the whole thing. It just kind of trails off as he
Yeah.
heads towards the door.
All right, so as you head in there, it's gonna take her about 5 minutes to figure out what she's doing. So we will come back in 5 minutes after a pee break.
Okay.
All right.
All right, BRB.
So Corey, coworker recommended this new software to me at work. It's called Overseer, and I can grant users access, and you can go in and send requests to my Plex.
Ah, nice.
And like I can set it up so it goes straight to Discord, and I can just approve it there. So then I don't have to go and find it and add it to Sonar. And
That's like so crazy
Yeah.
that's a thing.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's pretty cool.
I mean, I get the need though. Anybody who shares their Plex like I do, like everybody, people that like there are people who don't talk to me ever, except to request things on Plex. And that gets annoying. It's like, dude, you never talk to me, and your
Yeah.
message, fuck you. Like, you can wait.
What's Plex?
I mean, you have like everything. I don't even know what I would even request.
It's
other
like
than like that random thing.
Yeah. Well, that's just it, though, right? That's the whole thing. Plex is, it's a media organizer, but for me, it's basically my Netflix.
Yeah. For me, it's like my Netflix.
What you chewing on there, bud? Is that a dog treat?
Yeah.
Some leftover bacon.
Bacon.
Think of
Making
dogs. Is
bacon
Chloe still kicking?
pancakes. Making bacon
Mhm.
pancakes.
Yeah, that's good.
She's barely hanging on though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting worried about Kimmy. You can see her knees, like when she stands up, she's like, and
Yeah.
she's like been doing this weird coughing, and she stopped eating for a few days.
Chloe's got collapsing trachea, so I'm assuming that's probably maybe something Kimmy will get. But it's just like she's like, it's almost like she gets something stuck in the back of her throat and she's got to like cough for a bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Maybe that's what it is, because Kimmy does this weird like gag,
Uh huh.
and she's like, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And that's it. Like she doesn't puke anything up,
Yeah.
and she does it, and she's fine.
That's the start of it. I mean, I don't know if that's the same thing, but that's how it started with Chloe. Is it'll be like a random, like she'll be like, and then nothing comes up, and then it turns into like coughing.
Oh, so that's
It's
probably
basically just like the throat gets like starts collapsing, so it gets agitated easier, and it's just almost like they get a tickle in their throat.
So in the wintertime, my dog Marley, he'll just like have this. He'll just sit there and cough for like minutes, and then he'll like you think he's throwing up, but he doesn't throw anything up, and then he's
Mhm.
like he stops for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's you'll see it because she'll do this like, and then she'll get up and like, it looks like she's trying to puke up a hairball. She'll be like,
Mhm.
and then she just goes, and then she's fine.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful sound.
It's not.
No, I know. All right, so when Ryan pops back in, we'll get going again. We're gonna try and like stop like dead on 11 tonight, as long as there's nothing like crazy going on.
You control that.
I
Right.
wish I controlled it all.
I mean, if we're making our way into a room and that room is full of death, you could just move it to another room.
That's not how it works, man. That's not how it works. That means your decisions
All
mean
will
nothing.
take
I
you
can't
10
do that.
minutes to walk down.
I'm just saying if it's like 11 or 10:50 and we're like going, or make it so that door's locked and we have to do something in another room.
I don't think we should go in there until next week.
Dang it! I'll be right back. I just dropped something.
Yeah, I need
What'd
to
you
get
say?
like a light that comes down where my dice sits so I can read them better.
You killed it,
Yeah,
Griffin.
for sure.
Still not going to be better rolls, no matter how you light them.
No, but
Just
then I
gonna
can
read
still
them.
use my really cool dice. And the
You dropped
dice
the
tray
phone.
that I just bought for like 30
Yeah.
bucks.
It is a cool dice tray. I like how it's all around the outside. I have like it's like a long rectangle box. It's got 5 rows to hold the dice in, and then there's like actually an insert that folds out into a
that's
dice tower.
Yeah. I saw like a really cool resin dice tower, but it was like 150 bucks. And I was like,
That's
not right now.
crazy.
Yeah.
The prices on some of those things are insane. Like even just to buy
Yeah.
some dye are just like nuts.
yeah.
All right, shall we proceed?
Sure.
All right.
Indeed.
So, as we pick up, pretty much everybody other than Felix was outside Jonas's still trying to kind of figure out exactly what they're going to do. Felix walking in, Jonas kind of going over her notes. Yes, we can make this work. We can get what they need. Oh, Felix, hello.
Hey, Jonas. I had some really good ideas for maybe how we could use the broken automatons to potentially use the boxes, and I kind of drew a bunch of stuff up, and but I got a little confused because I wasn't sure if the head was important or if there was some kind of heart or some kind of core that was important. Anyway, Darius thought that maybe you could help.
And as you're talking, she's still like looking at you intently, like nodding the head, so excited that you're thinking about these things. Oh well, I it's really nice of you to offer help, but I pretty much know how this is going to work. So I really appreciate it. I think I'll be okay though. If there's anything you need to take care of, I just need a little bit of time.
All right.
Maybe like maybe an hour, 2 hours, maybe.
Okay, sounds good. I'll. Did you want me to wait outside or?
It's up to you. I'm just gonna be walking away, and she goes over and starts kind of like breaking little pieces off the automaton, figuring out what she needs to do.
Oh well, I mean, well, in that case, I would love to watch.
Sure, no problem. You can have a seat if you like. And she just gestures over to the chair. Looks kind of excited that you're interested in what she's doing.
Felix will go and have a seat and just like hops up and it's like, all right.
Dangling his legs off the chair.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so outside, Jack, Atlas, Darius, what are you doing?
Well, I guess we're waiting because we're gonna eat and then rest, right? That was the plan. So we're waiting for them. I'll just head over to the inn and wait for them to come. So unless something happens between me and the inn, I'm in the inn.
Well, I don't really need to eat or rest, so I wonder, is there anything I can do of use around here, Sarah?
I don't believe so. I think if Jonas is working on things already, then I'm sure she's got it well underway. Did we decide if you wanted me to check in, or is everybody going together? I'm still unclear as to what the situation is.
I think we're all going together, and I think just the ones that are very quiet are going to move forward to check it out.
I don't feel comfortable going down into the deep mine with everybody in case I'm gone for any length of time. I don't want to leave Jonas alone.
Well, okay.
Very well. You can get Jonas to send me a message if you need me.
Seraph.
Yes?
I saw you spar Dorhan. I also saw Dorhan fight a lightning demon, which I also fought. Would you be willing to have a short sparring match with me to see where I stand?
You're standing right there.
I don't know if now's the time. I'm more than happy to test your skills, but I think now is more of a regroup and rest type scenario.
I mean, yeah, there's going to be lots of resting.
Perhaps another time.
Bummer.
Yeah, and she starts to leave the party and walk up north.
I just go over to Jack and just like get up next to him.
Don't worry, buddy. Plenty fish in the sea.
Brother.
Like, fuck off. I gotta head to the tavern as well.
Okay, to the tavern, rest. That's what we need, I think. Dorhan follows suit. Jack?
Jack is going to sit outside of the in, and he's just gonna kind of sit there and start patting Reed on the head, and then he's gonna sit there and think for a second and go, socializing's not my favorite thing, but I guess if I'm in the room with him, I'm doing my part to get better and closer with him, as your man suggested it, huh? And he's gonna scruff her under the neck, and then he's gonna stand up and he's gonna walk in and sit at the same table as everybody else.
Okay. Yeah, she leans into the scratch and yeah, follows you in. Just lays down, curls, kind of does a couple of circles on the floor, and then lays down.
Oh, sorry, Jack. That seat's taken.
All right. So a couple of minutes go by to, oh, okay. I think this might just do it. And she kind of, you see her put her hand in like a glove now that she's fashioned with the different kind of fingers from each of the automatons that's fit on. She's like, okay, let's give this a try. Come on, Felix. And she starts leaving the room.
Wow, that was so amazing how you did that. That you knew how to do all that stuff. I feel like I learned so much from watching you, but I still have so many questions.
Oh, you'll get there. She just kind of chuckles. So you're gonna follow her to where she's going?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yep.
I'll just grab us both and. Hey everyone! I think I'm all done. I'll be right back. And then she just storms off and runs right up the stairs.
Felix, what was that about?
Oh, it was amazing. See, I had some of the right ideas. I mean, I was on the right track in some ways, but in other ways, I was kind of overthinking it a little bit because I hadn't considered some of the other factors that Jonas knew. Because she already knew how all this kind of stuff worked, which was amazing. So I watched her work and do the whole thing, and you should have seen it. It only took like an hour, but it was really amazing how she worked everything together and took it apart and then puts other stuff back together and added her own parts. And Darius?
What?
Oh, I think you should get some rest, Darius. You just nodded off. I think you're really tired.
Yeah, I just want to eat something before I go to bed.
Yeah, well, we're going to get that because as I was saying, Jonas figured that out for us, so she's going to fix that problem.
That's good.
So as you guys are having this conversation, you hear these noises now.
What
me.
was that?
And then a moment
Well, I
later.
haven't heard anything say it needed gold, so hopefully
Okay.
it's working.
Looks like it worked. Anybody who needs rest? I just opened up all the bedrooms.
I don't need rest.
Okay, no bedroom for you.
Oh, no, we will need rest, Jonas, but we were hoping to get some food from the dispensing box.
Oh,
Or
right, of
any
course.
metals.
Food. And she just
Yeah.
scrambles up the thing, crawls across the counter, falls down on the other side. Metal, scrap, sure, coming right up. And she goes over to the chest. You see her do something with the chest. It opens up. Here we go, sir. And she just tosses a crowbar over towards Alice.
Ooh, my favorite. Ooh, rest. I love rest.
What can I get for the next customer?
Give me a special.
Special what?
Food? I don't know.
Okay, special, coming right up. Anybody else while I'm there? Because this is going to get quite tiring if you don't tell me what you want all at once.
Yeah, why don't you just get us all like a dinner, whatever
Yeah.
the dinner.
Crowbars all around.
And then, yeah, if you can get the like
Rose gold
pitchforks,
after.
If we can get what, sorry?
not pickaxes. Atlas eats
Pickaxes?
metal.
Oh, well, I will get you that, but I have to go to the blacksmith for that one. But let me get you food first. She goes over
Right.
there.
Mm.
Here you go. She grabs you guys. There's a big pile of 5. Looks like you don't know what type of meat it is, but it looks like these chunks of meat, almost like steak. And then she puts down this sort of purple juice, 4 jugs of this purple liquid. There you go. There's some stuff to get you going. And then she.
Thank you.
Okay. You need pickaxes? How many pickaxes?
Atlas, you should go with her. She's gonna get you some food.
Oh, more? More crowbars?
Yeah.
Oh,
Is Atlas
okay.
eating the crowbar?
I already ate the crowbar.
Oh, as Atlas like consumes the crowbar, Felix should just kind of lean over to Darius and be like, "See, that's why I said it was kind of risky when you gave him your sword. What if he did that?"
That's fair. I hadn't even considered it. I mean, he's new. I didn't know he was going to do if he would do it.
Well, that was the first thing I thought of. He hasn't eaten since he died.
Well,
Careful,
he
they
didn't.
might try to eat your armor.
I mean, he didn't try to eat Gunner.
Yeah, but Gunnar was alive.
I mean,
Do
you're
I hear
almost-
this at all? Like, sitting
I don't know.
Probably
We're
would,
trying to be
just-
really like low key
yeah,
about it. I
yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean, he's sitting at the same table as us.
Yeah, but I'm like leaning in and like whispering. I don't know.
We're doing this, but it's on the wrong side. Like it's the
Oh
side
Perception
my
that-
check.
god, that's what my daughter does every time. She's like, "Mommy, I have a secret for you. Can't tell anyone else." I'm like already there.
Go ahead, Atlas. Perception check. Let's see if you hear it.
Okay.
You can't hear me.
Oh, so.
Oh,
mine
yeah,
would
you hear.
be- Yeah, 18.
Yeah, you. Oh yeah, because that's yeah. You definitely hear it for sure. You hear every word.
My stealth was 21.
Well, you're not stealthing, are like? Are you?
No,
I'm,
it's
stealthing?
not.
I'm trying to be whispery though. What other check could I do for that?
I mean, the DM didn't ask you to roll.
Yeah, it's really. It's more about the perception. Like even if you're whispering, it's sitting across the table. So Jonas has left now, and she's running across the thing, and she pokes her head back in. Wait a second. How many axes?
Atlas, just go with her.
I'm coming with you. My friends think I'm gonna eat everything they own, so I better
Okay,
go
to be
get
fair,
Oh.
I was defending you again. You keep bunching me in with all these people.
You're all my friends.
Yeah, but I was defending you.
Well, just
Thank you.
remember, Darius. Now that he has all his memories back, he'll remember that you lie.
Oh, wait. I do remember that. I'm just kidding. Okay.
All right, so Jonas leads you over Atlas to the blacksmiths and head on in.
Okay.
Okay, so you want some pickaxes? Was the crowbar not enough?
Yes. I mean, they told me I should get pickaxe. I'm not sure why. To eat,
Okay.
I guess?
Okay, let's see. So she goes over the chest. She's gonna see this glow. Oh, she's like, oh wait, there's something wrong here. Something's this is strange. She moves around. You see this little glow. She opens it up. Oh, there was some type of error here. And she turns around. She hand just like there's 25 gold here. There was some malfunction. Did one of you spend some gold?
Oh, maybe. I'm not sure. But
Okay. Well, you can hang on to
I'll
it.
eat the gold. That's okay.
Okay, let's plop it in. And she starts like just tossing it one at a time towards your mouth. 25 times. Okay, so you want some pickaxes now. Do you still need pickaxes? 3 pickaxes.
3?
4.
Sure.
What?
Yeah. 4.
Wait, are these for
Maybe
eating
4?
or for using in the mine?
I don't know. I just came in here because they told me to come in here.
Okay.
I did say she was going to get you food.
You were gonna get me food, I think Darius said.
Oh. Okay. Well, was the gold eaten? Was that food or no? Do you still need food?
I could still use food.
Okay, well, let's save some time. And she just runs over here, starts grabbing some tools and tossing them over at you. Whee! Mallet, crowbar.
Maybe they need pickaxes too. Can we get pickaxes?
It depends if there's any still in storage. I know storage is pretty much emptied since the mine shut down and everything, but I can
What do
try.
they got here? Is there an inventory?
There is, but it's quite empty. Pretty much everything had to be almost made from scratch every time somebody wanted something.
So-
But I'll try.
Why did we come over here then?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm just gonna scan her, make sure she's feeling okay.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
What, medicine check, right?
Yeah.
Can I re-click a roll or no? No, I have to do another one.
Yeah, do another one.
That's 15.
15. Yeah, so she looks healthy. She looks a little bit, maybe a little bit tired. You can say it's a little bit bloodshot. But it just looks like tiresome as in regards to like overworked. She just looks like genuinely excited. She doesn't seem to be injured in any way.
Okay.
Okay. So then we are over here for nothing, which is okay. That's
Well,
fine.
Darius told me to come over. He wanted a pickaxe, and I said you can only get that at the blacksmith. Because why would a pickaxe be accessible at the inn? That doesn't make any sense. Why would you need a pickaxe at the inn? So we came over here, and I was going to get you a pickaxe. But if you don't need it, then we don't need to be here. It's okay. Where do you want to go?
I mean, maybe Darius wants a pickaxe, so I will take a pickaxe. Please.
Okay, let's see if we can do that. And you see her kind of play with this glove, kind of pull out, which one is it again? Okay, let's try this one. And you see a glow, and she pulls out, oh, there is one, look! I tried to get 3, but
Yay.
only 1 came out.
Okay.
Looks
I will
very
take it,
nice.
please.
There you go. Nice, just basic wooden handle, metal pick, nothing special about it. Very basic pickaxe.
Perfect. I'm gonna go and give this to Darius, and I'm gonna try to do that really cool flip thing he does.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to my workshop. After talking to you all, I've got a few things I want to work on. I want to try and give you all a gift for being my new friends, but it's gonna take me some time. So if you need me, I'll be in my shop.
Okay. Sorry, Jonas. Before you go, can you tell me if you know what I'm about to describe to you?
And I want to describe the essence that I seen myself as in the other plane. Can I project that? Because I've been able to project things that I like. Just wouldn't be in color, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you do
Yeah.
you project from what you can kind of figure out
Remember.
what it would look like. Yeah. From because you're kind of like inside it, kind of thing, like seeing out. So
Right.
you try to get kind of perceive what that is and show that to her, and then with the explanation, she kind of like, well, I'm not 100% sure, but it kind of sounds like what Dr. Veritas was explaining, kind of like what your power core would be, because you have a very unique power source that makes you kind of who you are. I don't really know any details, but it sounds like something similar to what he had mentioned. He was very drunk. He doesn't usually talk about all these things, but one night he said a few things, and he was I was trying to get out of him how that happened, because I would love to have lots of them running around the city. But that's the only thing I could really think of that would be similar to that.
Oh, okay. So I have a different power core, and it looks like that. Maybe.
She just shrugs. Maybe.
Anything else he told you about what powers me?
Mm-mm. He just said it was very important that you stayed safe and that nobody found you, because you could be used for very bad things.
Oh, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm here to help people, so I don't know what could make me be bad, but okay. All right. Sorry to take up your time there. I just thought maybe you might know, and I just didn't want to bother the others with more of my stuff. I feel like I've already bothered them so much with dying and everything. I feel like that was a big downer on the lads. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you for answering my questions.
No problem. And don't get down on yourself. If they didn't care for you so much, they wouldn't have tried so hard to get you back. So I don't think they blame you.
Okay, well, I mean, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Okay, see you later. She just starts running out the
Okay,
door.
bye-bye. I like that name, though. Atlas. Better get back.
All right, so Atlas is walking over. Darius, Jack, Felix.
I have eaten and drank my weird purple drink.
Excellent. It was delicious.
It was delicious.
Yeah. The drink was some type of a berry, very sweet. You haven't had anything sweet in a while, so it kind of perks you up a little bit. And the steak was just cooked a medium. No blood on the plate, but it was nice and soft as you bit through it. Your teeth just succulently into the meat with no effort.
Oh, you guys, if you haven't, this is really good.
Jack is splitting his meat with Reem.
Okay. Yeah.
Felix doesn't savor his meal at all. Like, you watch him and he just tries to eat quickly and in the most efficient way possible, and then pushes everything aside and then just kind of starts looking at his notes again.
Okay. All right, well, I think I'm gonna head upstairs. Dorhan just takes the
Go get
chunk
some
of
rest,
meat with
big guy.
him.
Sounds good. And Jack is also gonna go up into his room.
How does Dorhan look walking away and up the stairs? Does he seem noticeably slower with this prosthetic leg compared to normal?
He does. Do you see as he's trying to go up the steps, he's almost like pulling the leg because he doesn't quite know how to make that smooth transition up the stairs yet. He's just kind of grumbling, oh, well, it's better than nothing.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Felix will continue just looking through his notes.
Okay. That's good. Darius?
I guess I'll enter into the room at this point.
Okay, yeah. So you see
Hello.
Reem's still chewing on some meat. They look like they've almost finished their meal.
Darius, here.
I just like throw up the pickaxe, but I want to do it a little bit better this time. Or I want to try to, at least.
Okay. Do
So
a
my
general
goal is to
dexterity check.
catch it by the end and hand it to him.
So, okay, I'm stating this before he does it. As I see him go to throw it, I get under the table.
That's fair. That's fair. All right, so roll dexterity, add your modifier, and as you toss it in the air, you see Darius just scramble, kick his chair into the way, get underneath the table.
Okay, so dexterity check.
Yeah. Darius just poking his head up just so he can see.
How do I do it? Would
Just roll the d20 and add your dexterity, which is...
I guess it's the same as the saving throw, isn't it?
Yes. Unless you have saving throw bonus, but yes.
20, a natural 20.
Okay, so you flick it up in the air, and you actually turn around a few times, and then you make your head only spin as it comes down, and you catch it in your hand with absolutely no issue whatsoever.
I just go,
Ta-da! Where is everybody?
I'm still peeking out. So like once I see him pull that off with such finesse, I actually like, oh, that was amazing.
Yeah, I told you. I just needed one time to really master it. Apparently, I'm
Anyway,
a visual
why are
learner.
you giving this to me?
The pickaxe you wanted.
I wanted it for you, dude. You like to eat metal. I thought you'd want it since we're eating. I thought you might want something to eat too.
Yeah, I had a crowbar with rust, extra rust.
Okay, well, if that was filling, I mean, this will help in the mine. You don't
Well,
want to eat
that's
it?
what I thought you wanted it for, considering this is like 80% wood.
Yeah, but you can take the wood off. But
Oh,
anyway,
I
so
just-
do you want the metal or no? I will put it in
Yeah.
my bag if you don't.
no, you can put it. I felt like pickaxe was such a specific tool to request.
All right, and I take the pickaxe and stick it. It was the only tool I remembered that the blacksmith had.
Pickaxe. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, I think.
Or cut down in your inventory.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to find my.
Well, now that that's all sorted, does anyone need someone to stand over them ominously while they don't move and sleep for protection?
Felix is still kind of zoned out and hasn't really tuned in anything that you guys are doing, but he moves to a different table and pulls out tools and starts kind of tinkering away at some stuff.
Okay.
All right.
That is a
Well,
no.
I'm gonna go to bed. Yeah. So, and then I start heading upstairs.
I'm gonna go over and pet Reen and see how she reacts.
Okay. So, yeah, you pet Rain. She's kind of she looked like she was almost asleep after eating that piece of meat, but just kind of looks up. Doesn't really nip at you or anything. No
Okay.
major reaction. Just kind of looks to see who it was, and that's it. Puts her head back down. And Darius, as you get up the stairs, you see that all the rooms are now open, and the doors are open. They're not closed, like locked like previous, so you can go into any room you want.
I want to look at them. Are they all the same?
There's some of the rooms which have double beds stacked, like a bunk bed situation, and then there's other ones that just have singular beds, but otherwise they all mimic each other.
Okay, I'll take a singular bed then.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Jack. What you doing?
Jackal's gonna get up and go over to Reen and Atlas, and he's gonna kind of pat her on the head while she's laying down, and she's tired. Atlas, maybe tomorrow you can play with her, or I guess you can come watch us sleep if you're bored. But
Oh, I love that.
you can watch her sleep, I guess. She'll probably be on the bed asleep, so
Sure, I'll stay with Reen.
do you sleep on a bed or do you stand still and shut down?
I just kind of stand there. I mean, until I'm needed.
So you've never slept on a bed?
No, never needed to.
Well, there's beds here, so maybe you can try tonight. And Jack is gonna make his way upstairs and kind of signal Reen to follow, and also Atlas.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Okay.
I'm
You
more
guys can-
focused on like following Reen, like keeping an eye on her.
Okay. Yeah, so Jack, you go up first. You're kind of leading the way. Do you want a room with the one bed or the bunk beds?
What is cooler than a bed with a ladder? So we're gonna go to a bunk bed.
Okay. And are you going on top, bottom? Where's Reen going, top or bottom?
When he gets in, well, Atlas, there's two beds here. Would you like to try a bed for the night? I can let Reen stay with you, and I'll get up top and sleep there.
Sure.
And I'll just like kind of roll over to the side of the bed and like kind of sit on it, kind of feeling it out, like not really understanding what the big deal is, and then yeah, I just kind of adjust myself, and you can tell I'm like trying to mimic like what humans do when they get into bed, but I'm super uncomfortable and just like really shifting positions over and over again.
Okay. Yeah, so as you shift positions, and actually as you sit down, you almost feel the bed tilt a little bit with your weight and just kind of shift underneath you. Each time you move, Jack on top is like kind of almost being shooken around every time you adjust your body.
This is great. This is so nice. So bed-like. Love beds.
So great.
What have I been missing?
Well, it depends on the bed, but if you're not comfortable, you can go stand where else or however you'd like. And then Jack is going to use the seeking stone, or not the seeking stone.
Yeah.
What are these called?
Yeah, the Seeker Stone. Yeah, you're good. I know what you mean.
To connect to Reen and telepathically to be like, you can, if you feel it necessary, you can lay close to him. He seemed semi-interested in you, so you can give him some attention.
Okay. So yeah, you give that command, and Reen does so. Reen kind of goes up, does a little circle, and then gets as close, kind of pushes her body up against Alice.
Oh. Hi, Green. Do you like beds too? I don't understand them.
She gives no reaction. She kind of just lays her head down.
Ah, not much of a talker like your dad, eh? That's okay. You just lay down. I'll watch over us.
I just start petting her as she like lays next to me. I'm basically just sitting in the bed upright.
Okay. Okay. All right. So Felix, tinkering.
Yeah, Felix will tinker away until it's just like he's too tired to anymore, and I'll kind of stumble up the steps to bed and just collapse into a room.
Okay. All right, sounds good. So, you guys all now everybody take a long rest.
Just one thing, like if we are continuing through to the morning, I want to spend the night studying Reen, like every aspect of her that I can, where I'm sitting, scanning and analyzing her.
Okay.
Her top, her bottom.
Under the tail, between the toes.
So roll a medicine, just a general medicine for the overnight.
Green can't electrocute you, by the way.
I know. And it's with advantage. For like the
Is it?
because it's overnight. You get
Oh yeah,
advantage when you do something.
that works. Yeah.
It's like more than for an hour straight or something. You get advantage. Am I right or am I wrong?
I think that's just like a GM call thing. Remember Jesse said that. Do something for an hour, we'll just give you a natural 20.
Oh, okay. All right. Natural 20.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. So, so you guys settle down for the night. Everybody mark off. You've got your long rest, whatever is necessary for that. So, Atlas. So, as you kind of like you're studying Reen, kind of figure out what's going on with her, you start to feel like a strange feeling, almost like a scratching. You almost hear it now, kind of like just in your chest almost. It feels like it's kind of coming up your throat.
Okay. So I hear it and I feel it.
Yeah, there's like a scratching in your throat. Feels like something's almost like plugging up your throat. Like if you could breathe, it would be almost blocking your airway right now.
And I'm just like,
Trying to push whatever is there out.
Okay. So you let out this big and you just see Filbert just fly out and splat against the wall. And he just kind of falls down, and Filbert is now standing in front of you in the room.
oh my God, Filbert. I'm so sorry. Were you, how long have you been in there alive?
He just takes both his eyes and kind of scrapes away the whatever goo gluttonous stuff is in the inside of you, and just runs over and just gives you a hug on your leg. He's just so tight you can actually feel it against the metal.
Oh, hi, little buddy. I missed you too. Yeah, it's been through a lot, you and me. I'm glad you're back too. That's great. I hope that crowbar didn't hit you on the way in. They tried to get me to need a pickaxe. That would have really taken you out, eh, boy? Oh man. All
Kinda
right. Well,
shudders his head back and forth.
Are you okay? Is all of you there?
And I just like kind of started inspecting him, picking him up, and like looking him over.
Yeah. So he kind of stands up in your hand and kind of just gives you like a shrug and kind of does a little turn, and he just kind of goes like this.
Okay. Thumbs up.
Yep.
He's got little thumbs.
He has little His spikes
Little spikes.
positions his hand like that.
Okay, well, looks like you're fine. That's amazing. Oh wow, glad to have you back. I was really sad that you may have perished because of what happened to me and what they had to do, but that's great.
He scrambles up your leg, up your shoulder, and he just kind of like pancakes on the top of your head. His front kind of legs grabbed on the side and back on the back, just kind of head right on you, just grabbing on the top of your head.
Okay.
So as this happens, everybody else is starting to wake up now as well.
No, not in there. Don't put it in there.
God.
Wait.
Okay, keep putting it in there.
All right, so
Scar, no.
oh God. All right, so downstairs you hear, hello, is everybody up? Is everybody gonna go to rest? Hello? Jonas is downstairs calling.
That's all you hear.
I'm just enjoying this wonderful bed.
Anybody coming downstairs? Or?
Yeah, Felix will head down.
I'll make my way down
Okay.
as well.
All right. All right, so yeah, you go down. Looks like it's just Jonas right now. Felix, you could be going down first. I see Jonas downstairs, just kind of sitting at one of the tables. Darius, you're close behind. Good morning. Well, it's not morning. It's kind of evening right now. You guys feel good though?
Yeah, feel rested enough. I got some important work done last night, and might go have a look at that gate again.
Yeah. What were you working on? Can you show me? She looks all excited. Her eyes are wide.
Wait. Does your chest have coffee?
And she looks down. She's like, "Huh?" She like starts
Not
patting herself.
Not your chest, your chest. And I point like over the thing.
There might be a hot brew. I can check.
All right. I mean, I'll take what I can get.
Okay, she excitedly runs over and kind of like just jumps forwards, arms first, and slides and falls on her face on the other side of the thing. Runs over. Over. Here we go. And it looks like this really gross brown water, but it's steaming.
Okay, did it smell it?
Yeah, it smells like herbs. It smells like leaves and herbs.
Sip it.
Tastes like a tea.
All right, it'll do. And I
Very
go and
good.
sit like in the corner by myself while I
Okay.
drink my weed brew.
Felix, what were you working on? So excited to see.
Nothing too impressive. I just took some of my parts from my alarm system setups and deconstructed them, and then just built this small device. And it's just a small, like round, flat object with kind of a blue glow in the middle. And he says, just lets me detect magical auras around things. I'm hoping I can ascertain more information about that gate.
Ooh, you said not much. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to set it off. But what do you mean not much? That's pretty impressive.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, how well it works out.
So you're gonna go to you're gonna go inside the mansion? You really want to go there? That's scary in there. That's where Lord Memoria, well, is. I would say is, but we haven't seen him in days, so I don't really know if he's there or not.
I just feel like something weird must be going on with everything that's happened around here past day or two.
Okay, well, just be really careful because he's a very, very scary man. I've only seen him a few times, and he's really scary.
Well, I'm gonna go have a look at it anyway while we're waiting for the others.
Okay, I'll wait for everybody else. Darius, you doing okay over there?
How far into my tea would I be?
It's pretty hot, so not very far. You like go to burn.
So I just like, got any milk?
Oh, let me check. And then she just jumps over this table, pushing a chair over on the way, doing a little tumble over here.
Missed opportunity.
Being over the
Got any milk in that chest?
She was over, so she puts it. Okay, so I do want to mention that we don't have any cows, but it did give me some milk. And then she pushes this jug of white liquid over towards you.
Is it worth the risk?
I want to slosh it around and see if it's like viscous.
It is quite thick, I will say.
Any blood in it.
0 blood.
Okay. I want to just like pour a bit out. Like.
Okay.
One for the homies.
Yeah, you pour a little bit out. It kind of sits. It does dribble down. It's not. You don't need a knife and fork or anything, but it's fairly thick.
Okay. So I want to smell it.
Okay. It smells quite.
Like milk.
Has a fishy kind of tinge to it.
Oh. Well, I appreciate it. I'm gonna pass, and I'll just take my tea and go back and sit down.
Okay. She's
wanna-
okay. Enjoy your tea, sir. And she gives you like a little.
Can I analyze the milk?
Yeah. Sorry. Let me bring you down.
Where are you?
Oh, sorry. I thought it was. Oh wait, I'm not.
Yeah, it's all good. I just.
I'll say Jack and Reen are going to be on their way too.
I was gonna say
Okay.
I'd be following them down. So if
Okay.
I'm not down there yet, don't worry about it.
Yeah, I put you there now. Okay, it's all good. So yeah, so you can analyze the look. So roll a survival.
You know it's good milk when.
We're rolling a survival check.
Oh right, not a. I was thinking a saving throw. Ooh, 18.
18. You can ascertain this to be really old goat's milk.
Nice. I just like.
Ooh, goat's milk. Who's having goat's milk? I've heard it's delicious.
Oh, it
I
was
look over.
Darius. He was having it. Him over there.
I look over and I just raise my glass and I'm like, "Have at it, buddy."
Oh, I don't need it. This is precious stuff, though. You taking it with us?
No.
Oh, okay.
Felix left. He went to go see the door. I don't know if you guys were planning on go with him and he went by himself, or if you knew that he was going, or if he didn't want you to know. But I just thought I'd mention it because I know when you guys separate, sometimes things happen. So I just wanted to mention that.
Oh, good. I mean, Felix has been kind of seems a little depressed lately, so hopefully that door cheers him up.
Let's hope so.
Unless he's doing something ridiculously stupid.
I'll go
I
check on
don't
him.
think he'd
Trying
do
to
that.
open the door by himself.
Door.
Jack will go out and check on him, and he'll just signal for Reen to stay put,
Okay.
to stay with Atlas, and follow him around.
All right. So as you're going towards the door, Dorhan walks down the stairs.
Ah, are we all refreshed and ready to go? Wait, where is everyone?
Doron, here.
They're
just
looking
handed
at a
a couple-
door.
Milk.
What is this?
It's goat's milk. Don't you know
Ah.
goat's milk?
Yes, I used to drink this all the time when I was a babe.
He gives it
Great.
from you, and as soon as he brings it close to his face, he's like,
Oh, maybe later.
and he sets it on the countertop.
Where's Jack and Felix? I don't think we want to wait around too much longer.
I think they're going to open the door to the mansion.
Well, is that what the plan is? I thought we were going to the mine. Lord Vamora is supposed to be in there. Why would he do that?
I have no idea.
He starts running towards the door.
Oh, okay, you forgot your goat's milk.
As he gets out, Felix, you've pretty much gotten close to the gate by now, or the door by now. So Lindsay,
Okay,
you're about
yeah.
20 feet away.
Yeah, so as I get within 20 feet of it, I'll pull out my new device and I'm going to cast detect magic as a ritual. This is going to take me 10 minutes
Okay.
to spool this thing up. So the kind of the runes on the outside of this device start to light up one by one, and magic starts to swirl around it. But it's a slow process as I concentrate on this thing to get it going.
Okay. Sounds good. So with Dorhan chasing out the door, Darius and Atlas, you guys are just chilling in the inn for now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of
finishing my tea.
Okay.
sit down in front of Darius. Just like,
Hey, Darius,
Yeah, buddy.
check this out.
Hmm?
and I like start spitting out gold coin after gold coin after gold coin.
What?
I'm
What?
gonna spit out 10 of them.
So I'm gonna like collect them, and I'm just gonna be like, "Is this? Did you? Is this a new like? Can you do this now? Can you just make gold?
I make them in my belly.
You have no idea what this means,
I have no idea what this means.
Atlas. We're rich. We can buy anything.
Can we? What
Yeah,
can we buy?
anything.
Anything. What is anything?
Well, think of something.
A telescope attached to a turtle.
Yeah, we could probably pay someone to do that. If you can make unlimited gold, we can literally get anything we want.
Okay, well, don't tell the others, okay?
Yeah, I'm good with this secret. Am I good to put this in the bag?
Yes. You can. I don't really have use for it, and I don't really eat gold.
I stuff it in the bag.
Okay.
You let me know when you need some more, but I don't know how much I can do this, or how often.
I thought you said you could do it forever.
I'm assuming so, but
Okay, side note, like out of game, I am so proud of Atlas right now.
I'm working
Okay,
on my stuff.
Does
you
this
mark
make
down
up
your
for Star
inventory.
killing you?
No.
Mark in your inventory, you now have 10 of Felix's gold.
all
Alright.
right. Well, should we get going?
Are we going to the mine? They went and checked out a door.
I just like turn and pet Reen, who's like sitting beside me. Like I'm aware that she's following me around, and
Okay.
I like. Did I learn anything from her? Like,
So you're just basically becoming more familiar with her biology.
okay,
Other than like the necklace that she's wearing, she doesn't have anything identifying that's kind of standing out to you. But the more you observe her, kind of the more you can kind of tell her movements and how she reacts to the commands and everything.
okay. I'd like to like start trying to bond with her if that's possible.
Okay. Yeah, you can spend more time with her. Yep.
Atlas subclasses as a Drake Warden.
He's stealing Reed from me. The
Drake
ultimate
Warden cleric?
revenge.
I'll take everything from you.
Yeah.
Everything you love.
Where's Rain? Okay. So yeah, at this point, Dorhan has charged out the door and is running down, running past you, Jack, because you left first. He's just running past you if you want to do anything.
As he runs past me,
I'm running right now.
How fast does Dorhan run now?
He runs approximately 10 feet slower than he did before.
Good to know.
as he attempts to run past me, I'm going to stop him by grabbing him with a grapple,
With a-
to slow him down. And I'm going to go, "Whoa, buddy, settle down. Not a big deal."
Okay, roll an attack.
An attack. Eh?
That's how you hit with your grapple.
Are you using a grapple gun thingy, or are you?
What am I? What
Yeah,
is
it's-
what do I?
I
what do
assume
add
he's
to
using his grapple gauntlet because that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, if
So-
it's a ranged attack, then you add whatever you would add to a ranged attack.
Yeah, it's just like a regular range attack. You're rolling to
So
hit,
I
but you're not going to have
plus
damage.
7.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
So add +7.
Okay, 18.
18. Okay, so you catch his new polished leg, and he just like trips and lands and they go, "What are you doing?"
slow down. He's just checking the door out. He's not trying to get in.
Well, we
I
want to
don't know
make sure that he's not. What if he triggers something? We don't know what kind of defenses are here. He
Well,
starts-
you running in with a gimp leg's probably not going to help, so just slow it down. We can go together. And he's going to release the grapple from him and walk up to him and then help him up.
Okay, so we should move quickly. He starts, but instead of running, walking at a very brisk pace.
Thank you. And then he will match his pace.
Okay.
I just imagine Dorhan thinking he's running really fast.
Meanwhile,
I just like fast walk past
slow
him.
motion. Yeah.
He's like, just like, and you're just like walking up to him, like, "What are you doing, man?" Just like at a regular pace.
Pretty busy day, huh?
We gotta get there. Come on.
Per Dorhan. Yeah, so just to switch back to the end, so Jonas, okay, well, I think you're all up and ready to go. If you need anything from me, I'm going to be in my shop. I've been working hard, and I think I might have a few things for each of you. But come and see me later before you leave. Okay, bye! She leaves.
Bye. She's so wonderful. Don't you think, Darius?
She's very cute. I do enjoy her personality. I still think we're related in some way.
Interesting. Ooh, like, how much family do you know how much family do you have?
Truthfully, I had my
No,
parents.
lie to me, please.
No, I'm saying truthfully,
Oh, okay, sorry. I thought that was a question.
no. I only knew of my parents. But I mean, she has my last name. My last name's not a common one. It's not like Smith.
Is Smith common? I don't think I've met a Smith.
Or Snow.
So, Silverstrom, right?
Yeah.
And it's not very common, you're sure?
I mean, other than her, and my parents, I've never met another one.
But you're not.
They're not the same race, though, are they?
She's full elf.
She's full
I'm
of-
half elf.
Oh, okay.
Are you guys the same race?
Well, I mean, I haven't asked her. She looks like an elf. But I mean, I look like an elf.
Right.
But I'm a
I
half
don't-
elf.
And what's the other half?
Human.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, you know. It helped me grow up quickly. Well, I mean, grow up.
I don't know what you mean.
That's okay.
That's fine. So what do you know about your parents then? Like, why don't you ask her?
Truthfully, I don't know a lot about my parents. I ran away when I was little. There was my dad was not kind, and I just found out actually. Was it yesterday? Sorry, for me it was 2 weeks ago. So.
yeah, it was actually this morning.
This morning, okay.
Yeah.
I just found out this morning that my father may have been part of the cataclysm,
Oh wow.
or at least he's part of the group that was responsible for it. So it was big news. But I mean, I'm not surprised. My dad was a dick. There's a reason I left.
Is your dad the human?
No, he's an elf. He's a drow.
Oh, drow.
Do I know about Drow at all?
Yeah, you would. Yep.
What do I know about Drow?
So, okay, roll a history.
That they make best friends kill each other.
Spoilers, Ryan.
Oopsies.
History check.
Yeah.
It's a big old 9.
9. So you kind of just know basics. You know that they exist. You know that they've got a little bit of a longer lifespan, and they're generally considered to not be mostly on the positive side of things.
Have I ever like helped any of them in my past?
No, there was no drow on your island.
Okay.
Oh wow.
That you knew of.
Drow. I've definitely I've heard some stories about drow. I've never seen one, so so you're part drow?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully, I got my mother's skin tone, because I mean, they're not really well known or well accepted in society because they're generally, I mean, they generally live underground. They're not normally seen on the surface. And when they are, it's because they're trying to execute something nefarious or malicious.
So were you born underground, or did you live on the surface?
No, I lived on the surface with my mother. My father was there actually. He lived with us. We lived in a small house on the outskirts of a city.
Oh, that must be nice. Other than the evil drow father.
Yeah,
What's your
well,
mother like?
she was gentle and kind. And honestly, I do think that, I mean, from what I remember, I ran away when I was very young, but I I do think that my mother brought out, if there is any good in my father, she brought that out in him. Or, you know, I do tend to have some magical talent. Maybe she had something that he wanted to mix with to see if he could make whatever it is I'm supposed to be.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it sounds like you leaving it would have been hard to leave your mother, would it not? I mean, my creator, my father, I didn't have a choice to leave him, and I miss him all the time.
My father, he always pushed me to seek out power. My mother always pushed me to seek out compassion and kindness. It taught me things that I used to my advantage. I've never hurt people, and that was part of why I ran away from home. And when I did, my father, I don't remember a lot. I know that I got away and I woke up in a field, and the island that I was on took me in, and I grew up there for the most part. And I kind of lived like a street urchin. You know, I was a kid that didn't have a home. I did what I needed to get by, and I grew up. I performed. I made money by performing and entertaining. And that was how I kind of grew a name for myself on my island. I just happened to, you know, uh, celebrate a little bit too much, and I would do a show and there would be fans, and I may have indulged in one woman or for a night, and I never paid attention to their background. I didn't seek women out, they sought me out. And it just so happened that some of them may have been married and their husbands didn't like that. And when they reported that to the island leader, because I made so much money during my shows, I brought people out, I made events live, he kind of turned a blind eye to it until the ceremony before we left, where
Is that
there
when
was
you were selected?
you could say that. I put on a show, and it was probably the best show I've ever had. I,
Oh, I
I
imagine.
I felt more alive than I've ever felt, and there was a woman that I'd never seen on the island before. And I mean, I don't really pay attention to most of the people. I try to keep my head down because a lot of the men of the island didn't like me. Um, and so I met this woman. I'd never seen her. We danced, we talked, we drank, we had a good time. And then she and I, one thing led to another. We snuck away, and the next thing I knew, the island master had opened the door, and I got thrown in the cell. It turns out that was his fiance, and
Oh,
he was not happy that I had done to him what all of the other men of the island had said I had been doing to them, and he couldn't order me to be executed because had he have done that, it would have made him look like a fool because everybody had been warning him about this for so long.
naturally.
So he figured the best way to kill me, knowing that my talent only lied in performing, was to send me to the tournament where I would lose, and he didn't send any backup. That's why I came alone.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yep.
That's That's a lot of information
Hmm.
about asking about your mom.
Yeah,
That's a
well,
lot of sharing.
sorry.
It's okay. That's great. So you were pleasuring other men's wives, and they were angry.
Yes, generally that's a bad thing. I wouldn't recommend it.
But I mean, if a man loves a woman and wants to see the woman happy, and you can pleasure the woman, why would the man be upset?
Well, you see, men get jealous when someone is better than them at things. And I was good. I was a performer. Anyone that I hadn't slept with their wife, they loved me. I was very well known around the island, and the people who didn't hate me actually really did like me. But as time went on, the more women that I met, not all of them were married, to be fair, but the ones who were, well, their husbands kind of. I almost got a cult of people who wanted me dead.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's an accomplishment. I mean,
Right? I mean,
in a sense.
yeah,
Okay, well, we should steer clear from your island.
I agree.
And um, just last question: do you remember what your mom looked like?
No, to be honest, I didn't remember my father until recently. I had a dream. Well, I mean, I've seen him twice now. I had a dream about him. Same thing. It was actually when we were staying here. It was here, right? Pretty sure it was
Uh,
in this room.
yes.
Oh no, it was in the
No, it was
room
the mine.
in the mine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
okay.
dorms.
It was the room in the mine when we stayed overnight. Um, my father was in the room with me, and I was alone. Nobody else was there, and he told me that I had wasted my talents. I was just making jokes and singing and philandering, and I had real power inside of me, and I should embrace it. And then I I tried to see his face, and I could kind of make it out, but then I woke up.
Wow. Do you want to try to describe it to me, and I can maybe visualize it for you?
Um, well, and then I'm gonna try and think. So, I guess would I be able to recollect from the vision that I had when I tried to resurrect Atlas and the dream?
So as you try to mull that over, you're trying to get your thoughts in your head to try and just how am I going to describe this? We're going to switch quickly over
Yeah,
to Felix, who would be coming. He's got a couple minutes left still, but right now Doran and Jack are briskly walking towards
Felix, Felix, be careful. What are you doing there?
I'm just trying to ascertain what kind of magic is coming from this door.
Is it anything that's gonna activate anything or anything? We need to be very careful.
Don't worry, I'm being careful. That's why I'm trying to figure out what the magic is before I do anything.
Okay. Well, let's make sure not to go too close. I don't like what Atlas said. That thing up there was moving when Philba got closer. So let's make sure we hang back a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I'm about 20 feet away from it right now. I seem okay.
Okay, well let's stay this distance. Don't go any closer. Don't make any quick moves or anything. You know, we've had a few issues, you and I, with you trying to do something a little bit rash. So I just wanted to be sure.
I'm not doing anything rash. I'm trying to gather more information so we can make more educated decisions.
Okay, that sounds smart. Oh, he kind of stands. He kind of just stands and folds his shoulders. Folds his shoulders. Folds his hands.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Contortionist. Yeah.
Who's that David?
So he just folds his hands over kind of like this, just kind of standing over you, kind of waiting for you to complete your process. Jack? What are you up to?
Jack is going to step up to right beside Felix, and then he is going to look at the door and see if he did. Felix didn't say he was trying to, or he said was trying to detect what kind of magic. So Jack is going to attempt to see if he could do some sort of Arcana check and or investigation.
Okay, are you going right up to the door or are you staying back?
I'm gonna stand next to Felix.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can roll an Arcana. Yep.
Excellent. 9.
Okay, so you see some random looking runes that don't really make a lot of sense over kind of like the overarch of the door. Doesn't really mean much to you.
This looks like a door. Good luck. And then Jack's gonna take a step back.
Okay, so just a couple of minutes left on your magic. We're gonna flip quickly back over. Darius, so you were trying to describe. You can describe the situation and kind of like facial features, but there's not really a way for you to give it exactly the way you've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, sorry. First of all, in either situation that I saw him, he was wearing a cloak. And his skin is a darker tone, as he is a drow. It was hard to make any features out.
Okay. I'm just making I'm processing the data he's telling me anyways to start building like a profile of what this person would look like.
Okay.
Even if it's just very minimal information right now.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's good.
Okay, well, I mean, I think you should talk to Jonas. Maybe see what she remembers of her parents, or
I tried. She doesn't remember anything.
interesting. Did she?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe she's my sister. I mean, I don't remember anything much about my parents. She doesn't either. Maybe. I mean, she
That
is
might be
much
a
older.
connection there.
Yeah, but like anytime I tried to ask, it's like she gets uncomfortable about it.
Maybe she knows more than she's letting on.
Maybe, but she doesn't really seem like the type to lie. She seems very genuine.
Well, I mean, some people are just better liars than you.
Yeah, that's fair.
Maybe it needs to be someone else asking her the questions.
Yeah, okay.
Do you know someone?
I mean, I don't know.
Maybe we'll ask Jack.
I don't know if he's the best person to ask. I feel like he's like the bad cop when you try to get someone in a situation.
Oh, what's a cop?
Guard, like a city.
Oh, like good guard, bad guard.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, well, are you done your tea? Would you like some goat's milk for it?
I do not want the goat's milk. Keep that away from me. And am I done my tea? I assume at this point I'm done my tea.
Yes, you are
Well, you
completed
spilled
your
all
tea.
the tea.
All right, well, I mean, I don't remember much about my parents either. Well, my father. But I'm slowly learning more and more. And maybe you will too. So just
Oh, well,
keep an
I
eye
mean,
out.
from what I've heard and what I remember, I think it's best that we steer clear of my father.
Oh,
But
I agree.
if we can find my mother, that may be helpful. But who knows where she is right now?
Okay. And you don't remember anything about what she looks like, or
No, everything again. I don't know why. Everything from my childhood is hazy.
how old were you when you were?
When I
do you
ran away,
remember? Yeah.
like 5, 6.
Well, you should have memories. Both human and elf should have memories from that age.
Yeah, I know. But like I can remember the smell of Mom's pie when she would bake it, and the smell of the wind in the woods, and like I could remember her hair. She had auburn hair that would blow in the wind. But like when in my memories when she like it almost hurts. But when she turns to look at me, her face is blank.
Would I know anything about anything that would kind of block memories, like physiologically?
Trauma.
Roto medicine check.
Okay, sorry, I'll do this quick. $24.
Yeah. So Not in regards to a magical aspect, but you do know that certain events and traumas can cause a mental blockage, whether that be voluntary or involuntary, for the body and the psyche to protect itself from whatever psychological damage was done. You're not aware of anything that sort of manually makes that happen, other than its own internal protection.
And is there any, like, am I aware of treatment for anything like that, of how to work through?
Yeah. So Elias would have programmed that in on how to talk and consult.
You're a therapist too.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that is a process. You're aware that it would take multiple hours of bonding to have an
Okay.
effect.
So how long would we say we've been talking right now?
Probably about 9.5 minutes.
Wow.
Very
Okay.
specific.
9.5 minutes. I'll mark it down. Okay.
Well, we should get back to our friends. I know Felix was going to that door, and hopefully he's not trying to open it. But I mean, that does not seem like something he might do. It's very impulsive.
Yeah, and we got to gather everyone to get into the mine. So I'm with you. Lead the way, and I'm gonna. Well, I tell him to lead the way, but as I walk by, I want to just like run my hand up Reen's like neck and then over her head,
Yeah.
and then I will stand like here and wait for them to go out.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, you do show she's totally fine with it. Doesn't react in any negative way. She does feel less comforty than you would think. It's more of a scaly texture as opposed to like a feathery texture. But yeah, no problem. So you guys are exiting?
Yep.
Okay.
Come on,
so,
Reen.
I call Reen to come, even though I know she's coming either way.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you guys move out. So Felix, you now have completed your device is fully activated. So
Okay.
Jack, you see now with the work that Felix has been doing and these runes kind of cycling and circling out, it's almost like you almost see like a pulse. And then Felix, what you see connected to this is you do see a glow from the top of the door. You also see a glow coming kind of in the central point of the door, but it's a little bit weaker. And you see on Jack, you do see his one gauntlet has a glow, and it looks like Dorhan, whatever pockets he has, there seems to be 2 small glows from there as well.
Okay. So what about like type of magic or anything like that?
So the one at the top of the door, that's giving like a divination type magic, and then the smaller one in the middle of the door is like an aberration. Abjuration? Ah, there you go. Abjuration. Yes. Type. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to. So the aura from this emanates around me for 10 minutes as long as I concentrate on the runes.
Okay.
I'm going to use an action, and then my box comes apart, and magically my armor comes onto my body, and I'm going to approach the door.
What are you doing? Hold on.
Oh, well, the schools of magic don't seem too devastating. I just want to see what happens.
But what if it's a physical trap? Is that not a possibility? Did you check for that? Like, did you check for that, or just magical traps?
Not just magical, but I mean, this guy doesn't seem like the physical trap kind of dude.
Do you think that's enough to go on? I think we should be a lot more cautious, being we already lost someone.
How long does it take for me to get there?
So you guys, it's like a 5-minute walk. So you guys would be like halfway down by now. You would be able to
What's the
see us,
check?
but
his
Considering
detect
how
magic
long
will be
it took
going.
me to cast this ritual, you guys aren't getting here before 2 sessions from now.
It's a long conversation. I don't want to break it up. Okay. Well, if you want to proceed, I mean, I'm not going to stop you, of course, but be cautious.
Okay, I move within 10 feet of the door.
Okay. So as soon as you head about 15 feet, you see this red cloud at the start of the orb shoot down, and it's kind of pointing in your direction as you head about 15 feet.
Okay. Do I get a sense of what it's doing at all in terms of like?
Right now, no. You can just see like your magic's still pinging. It's obviously still a source of magic there, but you can't tell anything beyond that. It just seems to have focused on you.
All right, I move within 5 feet of the door.
Okay. You get 5 feet of the door. This cloud continues to kind of focus down on you. Still nothing's happened.
Anything else change about the door or anything glowing about it at all, or no?
You don't see any change in the door now.
And the source of this magic around me is the orb, right? Which you said was divination magic.
Yeah. The one at the top is divination, and the one that was kind of like central was abjuration. Yes.
But that's not doing anything.
It's not changing now.
Okay, I walk right up to the door.
Okay, so you're standing right at the door.
Yep.
This red essence still pointing down, and nothing has changed about the 2 magical pings that you have.
I'll just lightly touch the door right in the center.
Okay, so as you lightly touch the door, you feel this electricity start to shoot through it into your hand. And you take 3 lightning damage. You see this arc just start to come from the runes down in the central part of the door and right into your hand.
Okay.
Nothing magical pinged when it happened.
Okay.
Felix, that doesn't look like it's the way to go.
Also, while we're walking, I'm just like testing out chords on my lute.
Okay.
Perhaps we should go back to our original plan of the mines. Or ask Sarah for another way. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all. What if you get in and Lord Van Moria is right there, or this sends off an alarm and he comes down? I don't like this.
Yeah, all right. We'll walk away for now. Just trying to get information. We don't know much of anything right now, and everything's changed since the crystals lost their glow. So, yeah, let's go back, I guess. Hopefully everyone's ready now. We can head down into the line.
Okay, very well.
And so as we turn around, we now see the other ones coming towards us.
Would his detect magic still be going?
Lasts for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
so.
10 minutes. Yeah, so he's got like good 7 minutes left on it.
Okay.
As you get closer, you see a huge emanation coming from Atlas. And then you see Jack, you do see around his neck, as I think I said it already, his neck and his glove. And then as you get over to Darius, coming from his bag, his pouch, you see a small one.
Okay. I did some tests on the door. Doesn't seem too harmful for the most part. But anyway, if you guys are ready, we can head down to the mine now, I suppose.
Yeah, we're all rested up. I'm fully stocked. I say we head down there.
You know, speaking of fully stocked, I wonder if we could have got some stuff from the the potion shop for free.
Well, she did say that they had a supply. I mean, maybe we could have got one or two. I don't know if we could have just like potion.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
I mean,
Well, Jonas did say she could get whatever we needed. I mean,
I
does
was
anybody
gonna
have
say
any healing potions?
it can't hurt to ask. Having healing potions is definitely, I mean, better to be safe than sorry, as we've already learned.
Yeah, I think we should at least try.
I'll go speak to Jonas and ask.
You want a brevity sake this one?
So you find Jonas back in her shop. Oh yes, potions. That's a fantastic idea. Doubt there is any, but we can certainly check. She'll run over to the alchemist area. Does her thing, and there is. So she has 1 greater and 2 superior healing potions.
Ooh.
She comes running over. This is what's left. There's not much left because you have to get more herbs and more things, and that's what Seraph does. And she brings supplies, and then it can make more. But right now, that's all that's there. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah,
want-
that's great.
Is
Here you go,
everyone here, or
Alice.
is it just...
So I give it to you because you asked. Or Jonas.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so we have a greater healing potion. Who would like to hold on to that one?
I
Okay.
currently don't have any, so I'll take one of whatever you want to give me.
I will give you a superior healing potion,
All right.
and I will give the other superior to Felix, and the greater to Jack.
I'm assuming that because of Jack would probably have the most hit points.
Also, I mean, so I kind of speak up. I'm like, don't you want to hold on to one? Because I mean, you can heal us, I can heal you, but I think it would be good if you had a potion.
I didn't really think about me.
I take the potion back out of my bag and I hand it to him. Here,
Okay.
take this one.
Will potions work on me? Probably normally, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna work for regular
Yeah, okay.
life healing. As you guys are doing this, Dorhan starts grabbing his. Ah! Oh, not again! He starts grabbing his head and drops down on his 1 knee.
Felix, that's what I was talking about.
I want to scan him really quickly.
Okay. Medicine check.
Mm-hmm. 17.
Okay. So the pain, again, doesn't look anything exterior. You focus in and do examine where the connections from the leg have been kind of remade, and you see nothing there that indicates that the pain is originating from there. Whatever this is seems to be located up in his head, but you can't see anything physical that's triggering it.
Am I seeing anything magical with detect magic?
No. You're not actually. No, not outside what you've seen when you were by the door.
Okay.
I want to.
Doran, is the pain in your head or your leg?
He starts to shake it off a little bit. Oh, it's in my head. It's almost like a scream or something piercing inside the head, like I'm being stabbed with a dagger, but it's inside the head.
Oh, ow.
It's gone. It's gone. Let's just move forwards.
I had a weird scratching inside mine. But then it ended up. Oh, right. Hey, everyone, look.
And I just open my mouth to let Filbert out to say hi.
Philbert's back. How is this even possible? He was
I
a
don't
ruined
know.
vine.
That's what I'm wondering. He's back, so maybe your leg is gonna grow back.
Well, how did you bring Filbert back?
He was just there. I gagged him up, spit him
Oh.
out.
Maybe you can gag up Dorhan's leg.
Uh,
Is his leg in there?
no,
Where is his leg? I could swallow it.
it's in that tent.
Oh, yeah, why don't you go try eating it?
Okay.
I don't think that's a good idea. Even if you
No, we
regrow the
don't-
leg, you gotta find a way to surgically I don't think so.
I mean, Dorhan, I mean, if anyone can do it, it will be Atlas. Let's be real.
There's all kinds of crazy magic emanating from him, Dorhan. I mean, who knows?
Okay, go ahead. No point in stopping you. You might as well try it out. It could work.
So,
I like
genuine
out.
curiosity, is Dorhan's leg longer than Atlas's torso? Because
Well, it's cut off at the knee, so it's not quite as long.
okay.
Wow, Atlas, it's like you don't have a gag reflex. That's amazing.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I was chosen on my island.
That's why I chose a couple on my island too.
Oh boy. So yeah, you do find it easy enough. It's Lev where you tossed it in the tent outside Jonas's. So yeah, if you want to go ahead and put it in, no problem.
Yeah, I'll just if I got enough room for it, I'm gonna.
Are you gonna do the Darius flip? Hop!
Yeah,
All right.
I will.
All right, add Dorhan's lower rotted leg to your inventory.
Okay. How do I do that?
In your inventory at the very bottom, there's a little plus sign. Just click that.
I'll
Okay,
add
where's
it
my
for you. Don't
inventory?
worry about it. We gotta
I'm just
keep
kidding.
moving.
Yeah.
All right, so that's been done.
Okay.
It is in your
Colin's
stomach.
like, for God's sake, go to the mine.
No, I don't care. We can go to the forest if you want. Let's
He's-
go.
No, I mean,
see.
I think we're okay to end at this point. We're about to embark in the mine. We don't need to keep going, and it is 11:15.
Is the
I don't know, you
goal?
might-
Are you guys entering the mine now? Like, is that the goal?
That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, let's go to the mine.
Okay. So going into we're in to expedite things. Where exactly do you guys want to go in the mine?
Well, I want to check on Minikin, and then I think we're gonna actually go into the mine.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. Let me grab everybody.
So while they're checking on Minikin, can we send Reen to the room with the beds, and then I'm gonna go to one of the hallways.
You know what?
Let's go back to the beach.
Actually, I wanted to talk to Jonas for a little while.
I mean, I'm good for it. I'm here till 1 o'clock if you want. You know.
Oh God.
All right, so
Luke is like, these guys need to shut up.
all right, so as you guys move in, so all jokes aside, though, are you heading to the deep mine elevator? Oh, sorry, Darius wanted to go check out, talk to Minikin, right?
Are we
Yeah.
not bringing Seraph with us?
Didn't she leave?
Yeah,
Where
but
did
she
she
said
go?
to tell Jonas to like call her with the sending zone.
Yeah, I mean, if you want, I just want to see that he's okay. Like, and if he's not, I'm not going in there because we're not going to take on 12 of those spiders in an enclosed room. That's going to mess us up.
Just use your super cool world-ending magic.
Baby magic right now. I don't have access to all of it yet.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pop over and tell Jonas, like, Jonas, let
Oh, hello, Alice.
Oh, hello, Jonas. Good to see you. We'd love to
Yeah.
have a long chat right now, but we are on our way down in the mine. Can you just let our friend Seraph know that we're heading down there, and if she wants to tag along as a fellow Atlad, now's the time.
Oh, okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Okay, no problem. Okay, you guys didn't want the things I had. Okay, no problem. Bye. I'll let her know. Bye.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so-
Did you say something before I left?
Oh, don't worry. No, I'll send the message for you. It's okay. I'll see you
Okay.
guys when you get back.
She was making gifts for us.
Yeah.
I just remember now.
Bye.
Okay.
Good luck. Be really safe, though. Okay.
All right. Yeah, we definitely stocked up on stuff that'll make us safe. Not that there's anything else maybe available to us. that we're unaware of.
Well,
Okay, bye-bye.
okay, bye. All right. So yeah, as you leave, so you guys now heading down. Before going down to the mine, you're gonna stop in and check on Minikin.
Yeah. But I want to like stealth and peek in the room because if things are dangerous, I don't want to just like walk in there and be like, "Hey."
Y'all good in here?
Really good.
You're being eaten by 12 spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not a good thing. All right, let me.
Well, if you die to a bunch of spiders, maybe Atlas can just eat you.
And spit me out the next day.
That's right.
So
Then
let me
he
just.
would be my father.
Sorry, guys, I gotta fix some stuff here.
It'd be an
real quick.
upgrade, apparently.
Depends how you look at it.
Whatever, close enough. All right, so as you guys get down into the mine, everybody roll a stealth check if you guys are going stealthily.
I thought you were going to say initiative.
Yeah.
I rolled a 10.
Dang, I just rolled dual 13s.
Oh.
Ooh, 14, nice.
Hold on a second. I gotta
nat
pull
20.
this.
Ooh. Atlas is just gliding over the rocks and stuff there.
I get a +5, so 18.
18. Okay, so
And
Darius
then-
is kind of stumbling around. All right, so you guys are moving as a group pretty steadily. Dorhan.
Dorhan comes.
Nails it. So I know you guys move pretty steadily. And quietly, you reach Minikin's door. And you don't actually hear anything. There's no noise whatsoever, and the door is just edged a little.
Spooky.
Scary.
Mm,
Should we go in?
We made it this far. Might
Well,
as
if you wanted to check on him, then we gotta check on him.
all right, go ahead, big guy.
Jack will open the door
Okay.
and make his way in.
Oh,
All right.
that's not gonna be quiet.
Jack pushes the door open.
Felix is going right up there.
I'll peek my head in and try to look in to what I can see.
Okay.
My
Jack's already inside.
Yeah. Darius,
Yeah,
are
no,
you moving up?
Felix is going.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone has gone in, then I will make my way inside as well.
Felix is probably moving in pretty quick in front of everybody if he can, right?
Yeah, he doesn't want anyone to be in front of him.
Okay.
He wants to protect everybody.
Okay. So as you charge out, you see corpses of the children on the sides of the floor. Fresh blood splattered on the floor in front of you. You can see some of the braziers still kind of burning on the outsides, but you hear no noise whatsoever.
Atlas, can you scan that blood and see what species it's from?
Sure.
I scan the blood, see
Okay.
what species it's from.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, medicine will work.
$17.
Okay. So this is similar to, this is not coming from the corpses that are to the side. This is different blood, and it's very similar to the blood that you've seen when you fought the demons at the top of the elevator.
Like the dog things or the blue?
Yeah.
Okay.
The dog things.
Not that I am hearing any of this anyways.
Well, yeah, the other thing didn't bleed, so.
It looks like demon blood. Like from the elevator.
Like those weird dog thingies that stab me in the back?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cautiously proceed forward and
Okay.
just like scope out the room to see if I see, like, how many spider corpses do we see?
Right now, from where you are, you see about 4.
Okay.
Can I scan them and see how they died?
Yep. Well, you can see it's quite clear. There's large slashes from some type of large cuts all over them.
Bladed weapons.
Bladed weapons, yeah.
These wounds are from bladed weapons.
Yeah, Felix will keep moving with Darius if he's moving ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Dorhan's going to be quite close behind Felix.
Jack will also advance.
Oh, stick back with Atlas.
I'm going to activate my defensive field as a bonus action. Just to give myself some temp HP. So you see a kind of lining on my armor just start to glow a little bit and emanate.
I'm doing this to make a decision, just so you know. Okay. So Darius is starting to get freaked out as he's like creeping into this and like seeing all the dead corpses, not hearing anything.
Yeah.
So he just goes, "Mannequin!"
Yeah, you hear nothing.
I want to look above me too. Do I see anything above?
Above me, sorry.
You don't know. You just see like the roof as it was before, some stalagmites and stuff kind of like scattered, but nothing out of the ordinary. As Felix moving forwards, you can almost see now the view of the bottom of the pedestal. You see more spider arachnid corpses on the north of the rocks and to the south of the rocks. You count probably about 9 bodies now. And very little of the blood that was kind of near the entrance, very little of that blood is now in front of you.
I don't know, guys. This doesn't look good.
I'm gonna start picking up pace, and I actually put my hand on Felix's shoulder so he realizes that I'm like trying to move him up quicker because I want to get up to the pedestal now, seeing that most of the spiders are dead.
So as you start moving up and Felix moving with you, you now see Minakin is laying face first, and blood is just all around him.
I run up
on
to
the
him.
bottom step.
So do I. I would run right up to him.
Yeah.
Mannequin, and I'm like shaking him. I try to like gently roll him over, like supporting the head and.
Yeah. So you can both see that his it's quite clear. Both of his eyes have been removed completely, removed from his body, and he's completely unresponsive. He's deceased. And you can now see behind all the relics and everything that were stored behind are all gone. And that's where we'll end it.
Oh no!
We're gonna get jumped.
That's fine. This will be, if we get jumped, this will be like the first fight that we're actually stacked for.
Yeah.
Other than the first fight of the
lightning
game.
demon.
The room gets
Okay, I
flooded
can
with 6
stabilize from a
lightning
distance now.
A lightning storm starts over Atlas's head.
Literally. Just follow a little cloud, just follow them around.
Oh, actually, that was something I meant to ask Felix if he could insulate him. I'll have to do that next round. Or
A
next
cliff appears beneath Jack and he jumps off it.
All right, awesome. Thanks, guys. I know we went a little bit over. I tried to get it something kind of interesting to end it instead of just like, we're going to the mine next time.
Yeah, totally.
All right, okay,
All right.
guys. We'll see you next week, 8
Good
o'clock.
night.
Sounds
All right.
good.
Take it easy,
Yeah.
guys.
Bye-bye.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the session. I'll be back next week, starting at 8 p.m. now instead of 7:30, just so we can get everybody starting on time. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.